Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Sal Stewart hit a 3-run homer, and Spencer Steer added a solo shot during a 4-run first inning as the Cincinnati Reds defeated the New York Mets 5-3 last night. Brady Singer earned the victory for the Redlegs, giving up just 1 run in 5 innings pitched. Since he will go for a sweep against New York this afternoon, coverage starts at 12:10 on the Fan 2. Cleveland Guardians started off their series in Milwaukee with a 2-1 loss to the Brewers. The Guards will try to bounce back against the Brew Crew tonight at 7:10. And in the World Cup, Lionel Messi tied the record for the most World Cup goals with 16 after scoring a hat trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Messi also became the oldest player to score 3 goals in a World Cup game at age 38. This update is sponsored by RCD RV Supercenter. Visit them in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala or at rcdrv.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
We're the 5 best rappers of all time.
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Wednesday to you. Good morning, go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He is not Tyvis. He is not Joshua Perry. He is not Dave Biddle. We've had a lot of fill-ins for Tyvis over the last couple days, couple weeks, but in fact, it is Michael Bennett joining us.
Happy to be here, Bone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How you doing, Mike? It's good to see you, man.
I'm good. I mentioned to you when I got in, it was some football flashback PTSD hearing my alarm go off at 4:45 this morning. I think it's been like over a year since that's happened.
Oh, I'm sure you had a few summers where you had to get up, and then it was like, and then it's going to be like a man yelling at you.
Yeah, that full panic of just not, sleeping through it. I had probably 4 or 5 alarms going. It was, oh my gosh, that panic of like, okay, you're sleeping soundly. You blow through the first 2. I'm a heavy sleeper.
Oh,
so
sure.
Those first 2 alarms are just background music for my dreams.
Yeah.
And then, the panic starts setting in where you're like, I'm a little too comfortable.
Yeah, I've now gotten conditioned to, and I don't know how it's happened, where of the last few months, I'm going to jinx this, knock on wood, where I will wake up and I'll grab the phone and look, and it's like the alarm goes off at 4, it'll be 3:59. And I'm like, okay.
That circadian rhythm.
Yeah, it's like somehow it's gotten dialed in enough that I'm usually okay. The only exception is if I go a weekend where I just sleep in late, like this weekend. This past Monday was rough. Like,
you got to get the rhythm back.
I jolted when the alarm. I was like, a lot of times I'm just like kind of gradually come to my own awakening. I open up, look at the phone. I'm like, 2 minutes to go. This is good. Perfect timing. Nope. Monday, it hit hard. But yeah, well, I'm glad you made it in. I'm glad you were able to get up early and do this with us.
When my alarm goes off 2 minutes, or if I wake up 2 minutes before my alarm, I'm pissed off, Bone.
He's just lost 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I just lost that 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Sleep is precious.
Sleep is precious, but I also look at it as like, I feel like I'd rather stop the alarm than have the alarm snap me awake. You know what I mean? Like when that happens, I feel like it takes me a half an hour of just stumbling around and being like it's like I was in a car accident and I'm just like, I'm walking around dazed and confused for a little bit. When I come to my own, when I wake up and then just grab the alarm, I feel like I've already won the day. I beat something. I overcame something. I beat the alarm. I feel good about that.
The natural wake up is always better, but I feel like that hinges on if I actually got out of bed. If I woke up 2 minutes before my alarm and popped out of bed, then that would be ideal.
Yes.
But I'm trying to steal those last 2 minutes too, and then the alarm is just. It's just telling you, like, all right, man, it's time.
I used to be that person, but now I've just found, like, if I rip the Band-Aid off and just if I turn and put my feet on the ground, that once the feet hit the ground, it's like, well, then the rest of my body's like, well, now we stand up. And
That's
now we go
key.
Walk over here. And now we go this and that and the other.
I used to call it the violent bed exit, where it was like the less I wanted to get up, I got to throw the covers off.
Yes.
Slam the feet on the ground. They're like, all right, we're up.
You're forcing your body to be like, start working. Like, do whatever your process is to get going here.
Yeah.
So I've been working this shift for about 7 years, and I've not been married for any of them. So there's been a a partner or two or three in that time.
I see you.
Sometimes at the same time. Sometimes at the same time. Let him live, Dylan. That's right. You're rolling. That's
Let
good
them
for
know.
you.
Let the people know.
Good for you, Dylan.
It's like normal for my alarm to go off at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Me forgetting to tell them that that's what's going to go down. Oh my gosh, it's a thing every time. It's like, why do you have 7 alarms going off from 3:30 to 4 o'clock and you're not waking up for any of them? I'm awake.
So welcome to the show, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
I actually presented it to my wife. So Common Man and Timmy talk about this all the time in afternoons, that like Mike and Kristen apparently don't sleep in the same room most of the time.
Yeah.
Timmy and his wife have apparently moved on to sleeping in separate rooms because of different wake up time, whatever the case. And I know like Jen Winters has talked about, who works here, that like her and her husband sleep in. So I actually presented to my wife. I said, look, when this all changed over, I'm going to start doing mornings. If you want, we can like, we'll have to figure it out, but like maybe I can go sleep. We have a couch downstairs that has like the recliner built in. I was like, I could just put a little, nightstand down there and I could go sleep on it. She's like, no. And we're still in the same room, but I think someone should write a book on that. Like the partners of the people who do morning shifts.
Yeah.
Who like, how do you deal with the fact like you're not getting any of the glory? You're not getting the paycheck. You're not getting the like your name is on the morning TV people. They get in here like 2 o'clock in the morning. Their partners are probably like not even going to bed at the same time. They're probably just like they stay up till midnight and then they're like, yeah, I'll wait till her alarm goes off or his alarm goes off and then I'll go to bed. But
I didn't even think about the going to bed part because I mean, if you're waking up this early every day, you're probably not going to bed at 11 p.m.
No, it's like, and that's what usually we've now like. That's why the weekends, it's like I try to stay up and be more engaged with the family or like, hey, let's watch a show. That's when we watch a show is Saturday or Sunday night or Friday or Saturday night. Mm-hmm. But like. Yeah, it's killer when there's stuff that's on. All the like NBA, NHL finals, all the Stanley Cup final stuff, it's like, cool, the game's starting at 8 o'clock. Fantastic. I'm going to have to watch like highlights when I get up because it's a little rough.
That Argentina game starting at 9 p.m. last night. Like,
dude. Yeah, and I know you're a big soccer guy. For a lot of people who maybe haven't followed your career, your time here on, we used to have on Bone and Beam United back in the day. Like, I know you're like a Liverpool guy.
Liverpool guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And Beam was the one who got me into soccer. It was really, I think a lot of Americans, maybe introduction to soccer was FIFA. I started playing FIFA in college.
Yeah.
I remember Beam in high school was really big into the World Cup. And I was like, all right, man, let's figure out what's going on. And then you had, I think, what was it, Waka Waka or something like that. So the songs that were coming out of the World Cup were incredible.
Shakira.
Yes. Well, she's just timeless. Every time something FIFA is going on, Shakira is involved.
She's there, yeah. Do you guys remember the flag waving song? When I get older, I will remember.
Oh, yes.
Oh, dude, that was so iconic.
That feels like that was still part of the stomp clap era of music that we had going on here. Like all the, I don't know if it was the Lumineers or whoever, all those bands. It was like the tail end of that becoming like, all right, now let's do that for soccer. Yes.
Oh, it was perfect. So that was when I started getting into soccer. And then over the last, 15 years now, been getting more into it. Actually watch European soccer. So the World Cup I'm always really pumped up for that.
No, it's funny you mentioned FIFA. I feel like that's like a whole generation's introduction to soccer is playing the video game.
100%.
I wouldn't know a damn thing about soccer. I don't know much, but the little bit I do know is from playing FIFA.
Oh. You probably know what offsides is, right? Like you probably have experienced that a few times. You're like, what the hell? Why are none of my passes? Why is this getting stopped? And then it's like, you have to learn the rules. So your guy doesn't jump offside.
Phrases like parking the bus. I had no idea what the hell that was before I started playing the game.
Because they say it in the game.
Yeah.
That's one of the nice parts about soccer, though, is there aren't that many rules. Don't use your hands. And you got like offside and a couple others.
Yeah. Try not to like murder the referee. Yeah. Like that's one that sometimes that's universal. Yeah.
Then the referee needs to keep his head on a swivel.
Well, we were talking about, like the Brendan Sorsby stuff where he, gambled on sports, not a question. It's all been admitted to. And yet a judge was like, well, but he can still play college sports. And we were saying, what are the universal rules across all of sports that like every sport has? Because, in some sports, it's like, is it okay to fight your opponent? In baseball, kind of.
Sometimes.
Basketball, really no. Yeah. NFL, really no. NHL, encouraged. So that fighting an opponent is not a universal rule. Yeah. Every sport has don't bet on sports. And we said maybe the other one is like, don't assault the referee.
PEDs. I was going to say two big ones is
PEDs.
gambling and PEDs.
PEDs, yes. There's, and then there's like cycling says they're again, but then it happens. But yeah, you're right. Everyone has a doping agency or someone watching that. But yeah, assaulting the referees was one I thought was pretty standard, but I forgot about Brazil. Yeah. That's the thing. There are leagues where that
I think
does
those
happen.
South American leagues, like, you just probably still against the rules.
Yes,
but I think it's kind of like a time-tested tradition that if the referee's acting up, you get to chase him through the streets.
So how did you navigate last night? I mean, so Lionel Messi,
unbelievable,
is 3 goals last night. And I don't know if people understand this. This dude he keeps supposed to be being washed in
this
every
is his 5th World Cup.
Yeah.
Fifth World Cup.
It's
20 years of dominance.
Dude, no, I saw something. I woke up this morning and it said, because I had the game on, I saw his first goal and then I fell asleep. And then I woke up today and saw he had 2 more. And I just, when I saw the first goal, I was like, oh, he's good to go.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't see it, he got a nice pass, took it to the top of the box, and then just stopped right there, ripped it, no problems. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, boy, this is going to be a rough one for Algeria. Our guys from Lawrence, Kansas.
They're loving it over
Algeria, hanging out in Lawrence, Kansas. That's their, like, home base, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, he looked phenomenal. And I saw a thing this morning that said he scored in his World Cup in 2006.
Yeah.
That was his first World Cup. Scored in that one, scored in this one.
Yeah.
And it's just...
I think he's got, like, the most World Cup goals or something like that. Most World Cup goals, oldest player with a hat trick, oldest player with a brace. I mean, I think only player to score in 5 World Cups. The guy's he's something else.
Yes. This just in, Lionel Messi, good. But we
heard it here first, folks.
We're breaking some news. But I do feel like there's so much that we do now where it's like, is this guy the GOAT? Is that guy the GOAT? When are they going to retire? Is this the last one? This guy's too old. Should he keep playing? Just enjoy it. Yeah. Like, enjoy Lionel Messi. If you don't know anything about soccer, just go watch the blue and white and number 10 and watch him run around, and you will see soccer greatness.
Yeah, I don't know when you'll see something like this again.
No.
20 years of being one of, if not the best soccer player to ever play.
Well, and yesterday, you had him scoring 3. You had Erling Haaland, who's a huge star in Premier League, World Soccer, all that stuff. He had never played in a World Cup because Norway had never gotten there. Gets his first World Cup action, scores 2 goals in that game.
Incredible.
The second one was kind of cheap, but still scored it.
That's kind of his MO, though. He's a poacher.
He basically forced the goalie had a bad pass back to him, and the goalie's trying to clear it, and he just stepped in front of it, bounced off him, winning the goal.
It's a hustle play.
Take it. Yeah, he hustles. He's good.
I still haven't watched a second of it. I saw a bunch of pregame on Telemundo when I was celebrating Taco Tuesday at the Mexican restaurant. But it started too late. I left the restaurant at like 8:45, and you said the game started at 9, so I just missed it. And then I went home and I went to bed to wake up early.
Okay. I'm going to tell you what you should watch today. All right, we're gonna help you find some soccer to watch.
One of the biggest games is 3 p.m.
Okay, we'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic
from the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Wednesday to you. Roads are looking fine right now. We are seeing some slowdowns though for our friends in New Albany by that 161 and 62 intersection. That's pretty average this time around. On the north side from Powell to Westerville, things are looking great. 270 both directions. 23 northbound and 315 southbound if you're heading downtown. No issues for you this morning. Lastly, for our friends in Delaware County, 71 south looking just great. 9 minutes. It will only take you between 36 to 270. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
The buzz is real at Zumbizi Bay's award-winning conservation tower. 3 all-new water slides. 1 thrilling experience. Make your splash at ZumbiziBay.com.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $300 $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Did you know that 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, but 100% of them can get their testosterone levels back? Low T Center tailors their TRT to every man to make sure his levels are where they need to be. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Did you know you can save up to $35 on your next fill-up? Redeem your points for big savings at the pump. Exclusions apply. See site for details. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
Common Man here. Join me June 20th for the Common Man Mile at this year's Fan 5K in Westerville. Get signed up at 971therace.com.
The 97.1 The Fan 5K is presented by Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, and the Common Man Mile is sponsored by Rose Pest Solutions. Rose Pest Solutions has been protecting Columbus homes and businesses for over 165 years. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
Hey there, I'm Brad. I'm about to win the Tuesday Night Bowling League Championship. I'm also a highway worker for the Ohio Department of Transportation. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can bowl the winning strike with my buddies.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. Remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some sunshine for the morning hours with more clouds building in during the afternoon. Lower 80s for a high. Some scattered thunderstorms are possible after about 4 or 5 o'clock, mainly northwest of I-71. Thunderstorms are much more likely during the overnight hours. Some of those will be strong to severe with gusty winds and heavy rain, upper 60s for a low. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and very breezy with highs in the lower 80s. For The Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Michael Bennett joining us today, former Buckeye lawyer. How about that?
Right?
That's great.
Trying on the moniker.
Man, how's it feel? Be smart. Be good at something.
It's all an illusion, T-Bone. It's all an illusion.
It's not an illusion. You don't get that. It's Arrested Development. An illusion to something a whore does for money. No, it's not. No, it's not. You passed the bar, Michael Bennett. That's a big deal.
I appreciate it, man.
Big effing deal is how I would say. I've had a few friends who have taken the bar, and it is. I didn't know this. You were talking about it in the break, but I remember, like, you take the bar, and then you don't get the results like that following week. If you take it, when did you take the bar?
I took the bar, I think, end of July 2024.
And when did you get the results?
I think it's end of October. It's just the bar. Listen,
that
man,
would kill me.
The
like,
bar is
I would literally not be able to sleep for 6 months thinking, or however long till that happened. Like I would
just
be
one
so nervous.
One big opportunity to bully law students one last time. The bar itself is just one big trick test. Like you study for 10 weeks, like 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then you take this, everything you studied is helpful, but then you take this test and then just every single question is just trying to trick you. Yeah. None of it is like actually testing what you learned. It's just trick questions. And then you get to wait 3 months to decide, to figure out if your time at law school was a waste of money and time.
Well, like I understand when you take like a driving test, right? When you're 16, there's stuff where it's like, if you see a red light, what should you do? And it's like, that's not a trick question. They want to make sure stop on red, use a turn signal to turn. You can't turn down a one-way street the wrong way. Like just basic stuff for safety purposes. The bar is not like that. It is like you shouldn't be a lawyer. F you. Like, don't even try this. And you have to navigate all that.
It teaches you, okay, stop at red lights. And then the question is, all right, this light is red on Tuesdays and green on Wednesdays. Today it's a Thursday and it's 2 p.m. and it's flashing red.
Oh my God.
What do you do?
Oh
I don't know, man.
What I would do is rip up the paper and walk out or whatever. I would be like, never mind. I don't want to do this anymore.
Educated guesses.
Yeah. That's, oh God. Yeah. Well, God bless you for doing it. That's awesome. Seriously, such a great accomplishment. Got to have and now you got the law background, you got the football background, you got the idiot school background, which is this, so you get to
trying to be multifaceted, man.
Fails. This is what's most annoying is this is the only thing I have, and you're good at this, and you have other things.
Oh, you're flattering me, man. I'm trying
incredible.
to keep up.
No, that's good. So, all right, today World Cup got a full slate again. Dylan hasn't watched the second of the World Cup. And you're a big soccer fan, Michael. I'm a big soccer fan. Dylan is not, but is okay with, you're not opposed
I'm not
to soccer.
Anti-soccer. I'm just not going out of my way to watch World Cup games. It just hasn't come up for me, though.
Oh, Dylan, you're missing out.
Yeah, well, yesterday would have been the day to watch because literally Kylian Mbappe with France scoring 2 goals. Erling Haaland making his debut, scoring 2 goals. And then Lionel Messi last night scoring 3 goals.
The stars of international soccer.
This is what you sign up for with soccer. The day before with Cabo Verde going 0-0 with Spain. That's for us. That's for us, diehard soccer fans. That's a 0-0 draw where the little guy gets it done against one of the favorites to win the World Cup. That's for the elites and the diehard soccer fans. Yeah. But for the average soccer fan or just someone who's I want to check out the World Cup, yesterday would have been the day to check out. But there's some good games today too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got that 3 p.m. England versus Croatia game. You'll have a lot of old legends in that game.
Okay. One of my all-time favorite guys.
Let me guess. Luka.
Number 10.
Yeah.
Luka.
Yeah.
The OG Luka. Luka Modric.
Doncic.
No, Luka Modric. Put some respect on his name. I thought he was done last World Cup.
I was talking to a friend.
He was done.
I was talking to a friend yesterday about this game. I didn't know Luka was still in it.
I didn't either until I saw something for the World Cup rosters and they were Luka Modric will play in I think it's his 6th.
Yeah, he's an old man. But he plays that midfield position and he's timeless. He'll throw some good passes in there.
He's 40 years old.
Yeah, unbelievable. And playing at a high level.
He'll be 41 in September.
Yeah,
he's playing the World Cup.
But Croatia has, I think there were 4 names that I recognize, Perisic, Kovacic, and then I think Kramaric.
Yeah,
those are some guys that should be fun to watch. And then you've got England, who just has a star-studded cast. Harry Kane, who arguably, maybe you have an opinion on this, best striker in the game right now.
Oh, yeah. He's I would say so.
Jude Bellingham. Give me some,
Oh, yeah. England's national team is
Sterling on
never, it? I don't remember if they put him on or not. But here's what I know about England's national team. This is my crash course on England.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the talent almost every year to win the World Cup? Yes. Will they win the World Cup?
No.
Do you know the last time England won a World Cup, Dylan?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay. What would you think if I said the best countries in the world for soccer? You'd probably name. Would England come up on your list? Would you think? Yeah. Okay. England, Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah.
Maybe Germany,
Spain,
France. Sure. The last time England won a World Cup was 1966.
Yeah. They just don't do it.
They have the talent every year. And every year the rake hits them in the face. Mm-hmm. They always stumble. So what you are going to see is a bunch of English soccer fans who, as soon as they score a first goal, Go watch on Twitter for this.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's coming home. That's going to be the thing they will tweet out. The second they do anything good, all their English soccer fans, it's coming home, which is the World Cup is coming back to where it belongs, which apparently is England, because much like all of England's history, it's stolen artifacts from other countries is what they essentially have. But yeah, that's they will say that. They will be very hyped about it up until they lose, and then they will all be distraught and drinking it out in the streets. And yes.
The only World Cup conversation I've had outside of this building was when I asked my one soccer fan friend, how does Landon Donovan have hair now?
Oh, he's been very open about that.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did?
Did he go to like Turkey?
He got no. He went and got the system. He went and had he got his head, like he's bald up top or like thinning, got it shaved down and got a piece.
Oh, he got a wig.
Oh, he's wearing a wig.
Classy.
He like literally
looks good.
He's posted it as been like he asked his fans like, what should I do? Should I go get transplant? Should I? And they said, just get a hairpiece for like when you have to do the World Cup and then get rid of it afterwards. And he's like, done. So he went to the place and showed them. They were like putting the shaving cream on. They shaved his head.
Honestly,
the stuff on there.
In this day and age, with people's focus on aesthetics and how much you see people, modifying their appearance, I don't think we should be shaming people for hair pieces and wigs anymore. Men are putting color in their beard and all sorts of stuff. Go ahead, throw that wig on, feel confident.
I need to do that. I've turned into Santa Claus. I don't know what
color in your beard?
Yeah, I need to do something.
Dude, you got to run. The white beard is a strong.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Grow it out.
I need to grow it out and braid it.
Exactly. Get some like gold clasps or something.
I will. I like that. I actually really like.
Yeah.
Throw them over my shoulder.
Oh,
yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, there we go.
But in reality, my best chance to watch a World Cup game is this Friday when the U.S. plays the
All right,
Aussies.
watch that one.
There you go.
But I'm still only putting at like a 40% chance.
The U.S. looks respectable this year. I'm not about to hype them up. There are people who are, getting a little too over their skis, but they look like a respectable team this year that has a chance to get out of the group stage.
They do. Absolutely right. So you've got today, England-Croatia would be a good game. Portugal, by the way, Cristiano Ronaldo, if you've heard of him, he'll be playing in that game.
They're a sleeper. People think that they might win the World Cup.
And they've got a ton of other players. He's not their best player, but he's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's a legend, and people will watch for him. They're playing, is it the Democratic Republic of Congo, I believe? DR Congo. Then Ghana, Panama at 7 p.m. Ghana, good. Panama, Van Halen, done. And then I don't have much time to say about
team.
Panama Ted's team. Yes, exactly right. And then at 10 p.m. Now this is the one. I'm wearing the crew hat today for one reason and one reason alone. I need it out there in the world because today at 10 p.m. Colombia is playing Uzbekistan. Colombia is the team that has Cucho Hernandez. Cucho Hernandez was our guy from the Columbus Crew.
Yeah.
And the reason he left the Crew after winning MLS Cup and being awesome here, one of the best players we've ever had, he left because he said, look, my coach is telling me for the national team, I want to play in a World Cup. He says, if you're in MLS, I'm probably not going to pick you.
Dang.
So he said, I got to go somewhere in Europe and play. That's what my coach wants. I'll make the rules. That's what he wants. So he left to go to, I believe, Real Betis, which is in, I want to say Spain.
That's a respectable team.
Yeah. And he plays there and he scores and he's good. He got picked for this roster. I don't know if he's going to start, but now, just like George W. Bush, mission accomplished. Come back to the Crew. You're in the World Cup.
You said you did it.
Happened. You did it. Yay. All right. So have fun there. And then back here. We need you. This team sucks this year. Need some goals, baby. Get back here. All right. Are the Bengals host the NFL draft in the near future? I'll tell you in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A friendly reminder this morning that downtown ramp is officially closed. We're talking 70 eastbound to 71 southbound. It started last night at 9 o'clock, lasting for 2 weeks, though, for that detour. A great example is going to be that 70 eastbound direction, getting off nice and early to 270 southbound, and then from there, heading southbound, eventually on 71. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Hey, Columbus, what if you could buy a new Ford at the exact price of Ford employee pays? No markup, no haggling, just straight employee pricing for everybody. Right now, Capital Ford of Columbus, get that deal on almost every new F-150, Super Duty, Explorer, Mustang, and more. That's thousands in savings on Capital Ford's best-selling trucks and SUVs. This deal will expire soon. Come to Capital Ford of Columbus today and drive home happy with employee pricing. Visit CapitalFordofColumbus.com today, where we are priced for you.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The AC stopped cooling. I'm melting in here. I need someone to come and make this hot air disappear.
In a flash, I'll be there to tame the desert air. I won't leave till you're nice and cool. You'll love how much we care. $100 off your cooling repair. Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at CapitalFordOfColumbus.com. The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis Powell is on paternity leave. He will be back on Monday. He will also be at the Fan 5K this Saturday, Otterbein, 8 a.m. You can still get registered. 971therace.com. Tyvis says he's going to do a 40-yard dash. It's at Otterbein's track, which, of course, has their football field in the middle of it, so we'll have that set up for him. But you can do a 1-mile walk. You can do a 5K with me. Common Man is doing the mile. You could also do a 9.71K, which is about 6 miles. So check it all out, 971 The Race. There's still time to get registered. You get a finisher's medal. You get a T-shirt. You get to hang out with us. It's early. Weather's looking great for Saturday, so come on out and be a part of it. Should be a lot of fun. But you can see Tyvis there and wish him well with we dubbed his child Baby Tsunami, Mike Bennett, because
where does that come from?
Well, they had decided that they wanted to name the kid something with a T, but not Tyvis, because his wife Lauren said there's only one Tyvis Powell and that's enough. We don't need any more of those in the world. But having a little baby boy, they wanted to do a name with a T in it in honor of Tyvis. So they kept going through names, couldn't figure it out. And Tyvis, one of his buddies, hit him up and was like, I got it. Tsunami. And we were like, you know what? That's actually
creative.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
It is. It is a T name, technically. So Baby Tsunami was their christened. Trace is actually the baby's name, for what it's worth.
Probably a better decision than Tsunami, but I would have voted for Tsunami too.
Someone got him, one of our listeners sent him a Baby Tsunami onesie.
That's awesome.
And yeah, he sent us pictures of the little guy wearing it.
Tsunami Powell.
Yeah, Tsunami could be the middle name. What's wrong with that? I like it. Now, Tyvis is he pretends like he's not a foodie and doesn't like food, but then on this show, he's always doing stuff that undercuts that. I ask you, Michael Bennett,
I'm a foodie.
When you get up in the morning, and you're thinking about, okay, like today you had to get up early. I'm sure maybe breakfast wasn't made. I don't know if breakfast happened or not, but what does a typical breakfast look like for you? Are you a big breakfast guy, or do you kind of bypass that?
So when I take the time to go grocery shopping and, wake up early, get a little workout in, whatever, my breakfast is 3 to 4 eggs, 2 slices of toast, some ground turkey.
There we go.
So a protein shake and some apple cider vinegar.
I like that.
I try to get the full gambit of the healthiest breakfast I can think of.
You're getting protein, you get some carbs, some fats, some aminos and all that stuff. It's all there.
Of it.
Yeah.
And when I'm really good about it, I'll saute up some onions, peppers, mushrooms, all that kind of stuff. But that process takes a little while. So
it does, especially do it right.
So I have to prepare for that. If I'm not prepared for that, I don't eat. And then I skip lunch too, and then I just eat the most outrageous dinner you've ever seen.
Now that's
just kind of
I appreciate that too. Been there, done it. I totally get it. Totally understood.
I could not imagine skipping a meal.
Oh, ever?
You haven't been saving up like I have.
On accident, or if I've been busy, I wouldn't be like, oh man, I didn't eat lunch. I'm not gonna eat. I'll make it up for dinner.
Oh, dude, I had so many days here when I worked afternoons because I would get in here at like 11 or so, and then it would be like, well, that's a little too early for me to get lunch. I'd rather wait a little bit later. And then Mike would come in and we just start talking, and suddenly it's like, oh, it's 2:30, and now we got the show at 3. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get lunch. And I would bring this up to him occasionally, like, I forgot to eat lunch, and he's like, how? I plan my day around lunch. And I'm like,
exactly.
Although now I hear he's taking he's doing the shots. the stomach shots.
GLPs?
Yeah, he's getting a GLP done. So he said he's not obsessing over food anymore, which I don't even know who this guy is, because that's not the common man that I knew. Yeah. That's the guy who obsessed over food weeks in advance. He would tell me about meals he was having 2 weeks from now that he would already have a plan for. So
my first meal is breakfast food items, no matter what.
What do you usually go with?
Like you, if I'm prepared, I'm full on eggs over easy, bacon, hash browns, sausage.
Yep.
Sometimes I'll throw an avocado in there. There you go. There's something
fancy. There you go. Yeah.
There you go. Exactly right.
Making the eggs in the bacon grease. Just killing my arteries.
By the way, I asked Mike a question here. Mike Bennett joining us. 1 hour from now, it's usually Ask Tyvis Anything. It will be Ask Michael Bennett Anything. Are you up for Ask Michael Bennett Anything today?
I'm up for it.
All right.
We're going to see what they got.
You can drop them in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis, and you'll be in the chat there. I see that our guy Andy Savo's in the chat. Shout out to Andy. It's been a little bit since he's been in there, but my guy, good stuff. Mario's in there. Tryhards. Thank you guys all for listening. Rusty is in there.
Rusty asked about McDonald's breakfast. He said the Egg McMuffin used to be better, and McDonald's breakfast quality in general used to be better. And I responded and said McDonald's is about my 6th choice for breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, I don't rank
like fast food breakfast.
Yeah.
That's out of your mind.
I don't rank it. I don't rank
you eat Taco Bell breakfast?
I'd eat Taco Bell over McDonald's a million times.
Have you had the breakfast crunch wrap?
No.
Oh, see, this is what I'm talking.
It's Taco Bell, dude.
Dude, it's eggs, it's cheese, and then it's either sausage or bacon.
And then steak. Tyvis put us onto that.
And then a hash brown in there, and then they have like a sauce, and then it's all wrapped up in a crunch wrap.
I won't believe it. I refuse to believe that Taco Bell breakfast is better than McDonald's.
I didn't eat Taco Bell, and then I found out that they were having breakfast. It's been like 14 years now. It's been a while.
It hasn't really been
I remember going to the Taco Bell on campus for the inaugural day of breakfast at Taco Bell, and I was like, I'm a Taco Bell guy now. Based off their breakfast.
So, all right, I don't know if we have time for it, but
we always have time for it. Don't worry.
Other than Taco Bell, who's better at breakfast?
Bojangles, Chick-fil-A,
Bojangles. Chick-fil-A is solid.
Bojangles is really good.
What does Bojangles have?
Bojangles has chicken, just a full chicken breast on a biscuit, and they also
biscuit's solid.
Biscuit's really good. Okay. They also have a thing called a Bo-berry biscuit, which is just. I don't think they can call it legally blueberries, because whatever it is, it's definitely not a blueberry. But that is the idea, is that it's blueberries in a biscuit, and then they put frosting over it. It's not healthy.
Give me White Castle's breakfast over McDonald's.
That's disgusting.
White Castle. I gotta remember the White Castle. It's been a while since I've done White Castle for breakfast. I don't know if I'd put them. I will tell you though, those I agree with. Chick-fil-A I agree with. Wendy's breakfast is.
I've never had Wendy's breakfast either.
The breakfast Baconator, man. It'll change your life.
I'm telling you, man. They're up their game. They really did. And now Burger King's breakfast is not necessarily great, but here's the thing about Burger King. You want a burger, they're called Burger King. They will make you one at 7 a.m. If you want a Whopper at 7 a.m., it's on the menu.
That's respectable.
McDonald's does not do that.
No.
They are very strict about their 10:30 or on Saturdays 11, Saturdays and Sundays.
So you guys aren't sold on McGriddles?
McGriddles are great. I do like a McGriddle. That is actually our go-to for the kid. My youngest kid is 6, and she calls them mini pancakes. That's what we sell. It's like, get you a sausage and mini pancakes. We just get the sausage McGriddle, then she gets 2 little pancakes, and that. You can eat that in the car. It's not messy. Mostly. It's a little sticky, but
I like McDonald's breakfast. I'll eat it because that's my kid's favorite, but she just hasn't lived enough life. She's ignorant. Once she has a little bit more, and it's partially on me. I need to start taking her to other breakfast places.
That's right.
So that should be like McDonald's. Why are we going there? But for right now, she likes hotcakes from there.
I'll admit, I don't like McDonald's eggs. So I only get the sausage biscuit or the sausage McGriddle and like a hash brown because their eggs are a little funky. I don't know what's going on with them.
I'm with you on that. They say they crack a real egg when they make the egg.
Dude, I've had real eggs. Those are not real eggs.
You can't shape a real egg the way their eggs are.
No, they have like they have a little circle thing that they pour. They say they pour it into. You can
maybe
buy those.
For like the egg McMuffin, but for the egg that you get on like the bagel, for example, that thing's all folded up.
That's not real. I know that one's not real.
It can't be.
I'm
straight
talking.
plastic.
That one's not. I'm talking about the one you get on an Egg McMuffin.
Yeah, okay.
That one supposedly.
I could believe that.
They say they make it out.
I've never been an English muffin guy, so I've never been a McMuffin guy.
Oh, really? No English muffin?
I can't stand English muffins. I don't know why.
Because you hate the British.
Well, that's something separate.
Him and Joshua.
Yeah,
what do you think about British cuisine?
Yeah, Joshua hates British cuisine. We learned that over the last couple of weeks. All right, Bengals hosting the NFL draft. Well, here's the latest. According to the Cincinnati Enquirer, the Bengals and the Cincinnati Regional Sports Commission are talking with the NFL about the 2029 draft. This is from Bengals Executive Vice President Katie Blackburn. Confirmed they're interested in it, which of course they are. She said, we've expressed interest, as have many other cities. This is for 2029. We're exploring to see whether we can have an opportunity to do that. We'd love it if we could. We would be excited about it. We'll continue to work on it to see if it can happen. However, she did indicate there is no timeline for a decision. If you're not keeping track of this, 2027, the NFL draft will be in D.C. 2028, the draft is going to be in Minneapolis. So, I mean, they're spreading the love around. They've been to, I think, 14 different NFL cities now. Pittsburgh was the last one, but yeah, you're a Dayton guy. What would that mean for the region to get the NFL draft in Cincinnati?
So, I don't know. It's kind of funny, man. I don't have a lot of love for Cincinnati. I think it would be cool to have the NFL draft in Ohio. Anything that, gives Ohio more respect or whatever, I love it.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting because I do think that Cincinnati would be able to host it. Like, it is a big city. They've got some really picturesque locations on the river and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That they could host it and it could be a good time. There's a lot to do downtown, so I think fans coming in for the draft would enjoy it. But yeah, I'm not about to sit here and act like I freaking love Cincinnati or it would be a win for Dayton if Cincinnati got it.
But I'm with you. I hate Cincinnati, so that's good. I'm with you. I call it Northern Kentucky. I don't.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I appreciate that perspective because I feel like a lot of people just lump together Dayton and Cincinnati, and then like similarly to like
I did
Akron
just there.
and Cleveland.
Yeah. I did just there.
Like I remember LeBron, people were like, "Oh, Hudson like playing for your hometown." He's like, "When I grew up, I hated Cleveland."
Oh, dude, you know what? That's a fair
and I
point.
feel like that's been scrubbed from the internet. Him saying that, but he did say it.
I worked in Dayton for a year, which obviously you lived there, you grew up there, right? But like I found out there were a lot of Browns fans there. And I didn't realize that.
Almost more so than Cincinnati.
Yeah. And I like we would talk more Browns on the Dayton radio sports station I worked at than we did Bengals. And I thought that was so odd because not being from there, I'm like, it's only an hour away or less.
Less than that, 30,
depends,
45 minutes.
Yeah, it depends on what part of it you're in. Yeah. And then it turned out, I found out a lot of that was because it was, again, like in Columbus, we had this, a lot of my buddies' dads grew up as Browns fans.
Yeah.
Because that was the only team in Ohio. And then they were Reds fans because that was the closer baseball team. So I had a lot of buddies growing up that were Reds and Browns fans. And then when the Bengals came along, they were like, "That's cool. I'm already a Browns fan."
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were born, Dad's like, "We're Browns fans." So they just took that on, but they were Reds fans too. I think Baker might be like that. Ryan Baker is a Reds fan, and I'm pretty sure a Browns fan.
The MLB, I saw more Reds fans in Centerville and Dayton than anything else, but you saw some Bengals fans. It's not like we had no Bengals fans. It might almost be that it's so close that it's more of a rivalry than like Cleveland, which is kind of a sister city.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. No, I do think Ohio has at least 3, maybe 5 distinct regions, but the 3 are like Northern Kentucky down there just around Cincinnati. And then you have like Central Ohio is its own kind of interesting thing. And then Cleveland, like if you took someone from Cleveland, someone from Cincinnati, they'd have almost nothing in common.
Yeah.
Other than being from Ohio, I feel like. All right. So the NBA, is it back? We'll tell you why coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
For our southeast drivers watching a crash just outside of Bexley, 33 affecting that ramp to 70 westbound. Slightly restricted out there involving at least 2 cars. 11 miles per hour, though, when it comes to your speed. So noticing some slight delays. The ramp is still open, just slightly restricted. Make sure to pass by and then stand slowly. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. It is very difficult these days to find a great deal. Imagine if you had to buy something and you knew you had a certain amount you had to buy, but you got half of it for free unexpectedly. That would be an awesome deal. Well, the good news is Window Nation has that deal going on for you right now. With Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale, you could replace all your windows and get half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down, no monthly payment or interest for 2 years, and you get top quality materials, insulated glass, and precision seals, all at a great price. As the weather continues to get hotter, you're going to run your air conditioner more. If your windows aren't energy efficient, they're letting that cold air out of your house, and you're paying more. Fix that problem with Window Nation. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale going on now. They even have a lifetime warranty on these windows. Check out windownation.com to book your consultation today. That's windownation.com. Window Nation, proud partner of the Wounded Warrior Project.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
There's only one Ozempic.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. Because this ad is 30 seconds, I can't get into everything I'm FDA approved to do, so I'm just going to play my jingle again. But first, ask your doctor about which FDA approved uses of me, the Ozempic pen, may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA approved Ozempic. Now here's that jingle again.
There's only one Ozempic.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
High energy bills? Your HVAC system could be the reason. Save up to $2,000 on a new HVAC system with Columbus Worthington Air. Smart homeowners know an old air conditioner can cost you more every month. Don't let it drain your wallet. Upgrade to efficient, reliable comfort with payment options that fit your budget. Backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant Heating and Cooling. Whatever it takes. Visit cwaohio.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions. License number 47543.
Hey, it's Common Man. Everybody's talking about affordability these days, but the good news is you'll find hundreds of vehicles that fit your budget at GoGermain.com. Drive home in a new sedan starting at just $139 a month. New SUVs from only $189 a month, or a truck for as low as $329. Plus, choose from over 1,700 new and pre-owned vehicles, all priced under $30K, and it's only at GoGermain.com. And with their $1,000 price promise, no one's going to sell you a car for less. Go see my friends today. GoGermain.com.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long.
If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you.
Your home of the Reds.
The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus Worthington Air and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Michael Bennett joining us today. Tyvis will be back on Monday. Joshua Perry will be back tomorrow for what it's worth. We have got plenty of soccer discussion today because Mike Bennett, huge FIFA guy who played FIFA, but a World Cup guy, consuming all this soccer, which I am too. I'm excited for the fact that, I love watching all these different, countries showing up to the U.S. and then finding out there's a thing called Bucky's, or the Algeria fans I saw. Now, they lost yesterday to Argentina, but they're in Lawrence, Kansas. And I saw they were having a blast.
How many foreigners get to experience Lawrence, Kansas? I think
yeah, right.
That's the beauty of the World Cup. This World Cup in particular is I feel like when people visit the U.S., they're usually going to New York, Miami, L.A., something like that. But they get to get dropped into cities like Lawrence, Kansas, or, Tennessee. I think, Chattanooga, Tennessee. Like, they get to see a different part of America, smaller towns. That's, I think, a little bit more representative of the average American. I think that's just such a beautiful, the cultural exchange aspect of the World Cup, I think, is even bigger than the Olympics.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because I have a basis for that. But
no, I think it is, though, because I feel like it's just one sport.
Yeah.
And you have, like, I think for the Olympics, there's certainly, it's probably similar. Like, Common Man, I know, went to Italy for the World Cup, for the Winter Olympics, he went. And he would be able to speak to that, right? What it was like there. But what I know is that what I see of like a traveling fan base, because with soccer, you have that where you have a group of people who are like, we go to every game, regardless of where it is. There are hundreds, if not thousands of them that will go to follow their team.
Yeah.
And I think that's just something that you may not have for luge, right? You have people who are like, oh, I'm an American. I want to go watch, Americans be in the Olympics. But it's not like we have a luge contingent that goes around to every luge event. They have that with soccer. Like, these same people will be at wherever the next World Cup is.
And I think that's kind of to your point, is that, like, for the Olympics, okay, maybe you're at the Olympics to watch the sprinters. Maybe this person's at the Olympics to watch pole vaulters or something. But in the World Cup, everybody from everywhere is there to watch soccer.
Yeah.
So it's that immediate bond that we're all just big soccer fans from different parts of the world. And, I think that's a really cool, that's one of the few times where the world has a true commonality.
Yeah.
And, like, you're still competing, right? Everybody wants their team to win. But I have not really seen a lot of bad blood at World Cup.
No kidding.
World Cups.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, obviously there's stories about soccer fans. There's been different things over the years. Gold Cup in England. There's been ultras and different all over Europe. There's been violent stuff like that, but it's usually like a few people, and it's not even like random thing. It's like these specific guys from this one fan base hate these other specific guys from this other fan base, and these little groups have gotten together over the years to fight, and they just did it again.
Yeah.
Like, that's usually
Which is
what it
hilarious to me that they just, that especially in England, that they just have these, like, or they maybe more so they used to.
Yeah.
They just have these clubs of, like you said, like 10 to 15 guys from each team who just get together on game day and just beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah. It's like, I'll do you in. It's like, no, I'll do you in. Don't you know I'm from Sheffield? It's like, don't you know I'm from Brighton? And it's just like, isn't that like in the same county? I don't know.
1 mile away from each other, yeah.
No, it's totally different, mate. Here we eat Bovril. They eat bogs and porridge over there. I don't even know what that is.
It's not a bad English accent.
It's I'm doing the, who's the guy from, do you ever watch The Boys on Amazon? Yeah, it's Billy Butcher. Yeah, it's just. Let me tell you right now. Like, it's just that is just that very thick British accent. Of like,
his
I'll
character
you
felt
in.
like he was doing a parody of a British accent.
That's what that was. It's just a parody of it.
Yeah, I think every fan base is having a good time here in America for the World Cup, except for the Iranians.
Well, they're not allowed in America.
They're not allowed in America. I saw that. Yeah, they got so they played their game in Los Angeles, and then what they wanted to do was, because the game was late, they wanted to go back to their hotel, sleep, and then get up in the morning just for their, like, to stay on their sleep schedule. Apparently they were told, because of outside things that have nothing to do with soccer, you have to go back to Mexico, which is, I think they took a bus from LA down to Tijuana. So I'm guessing
really?
Yeah, like a few hours. They had to drive down. So of course they're like, well, now our players are going to be up on a bus. They're going to, you know how.
Not really in the spirit of the game. It's kind of a disadvantage. It's not kind of a disadvantage. It's a clear disadvantage.
Yeah, but that's how, like, pro sports, right? That's like the number one thing is how much sleep are you getting? Can we get on our sleep schedules and our rest stuff? So that's what they were worried about.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know what all is happening here in town. I need to find out more about it. Ecuador is here. Like,
in Columbus?
We're hosting Ecuador. They're training at the cruise training facility is where Ecuador is training.
I had no idea.
I didn't either until like just a couple weeks ago. But what I'm saying is, I'm seeing like in Algeria, they're like, they're having a big party. They're having get-togethers. I seriously need to know.
Did we even greet them?
Yeah, I don't know what we did. Did we even do anything for Ecuador? We should be. We should be rolling out the red carpet for Ecuador. I feel bad as an ambassador of this city. I feel bad that I have not been more involved in this, but my pledge is Now, Ecuador lost their first game, and I feel badly about that. I'm
you should
rooting
have been
for Ecuador.
supporting them. If you supported them, they might have won.
I'm supporting them now. I care now, but I'm saying like we gotta roll out the red carpet for Ecuador.
I agree. I think that's kind of disappointing that we did. And maybe you and I just weren't party to it.
All right.
Maybe it happened.
They're playing Curacao in Kansas City on June 20th. So that would be what? Probably Friday or Saturday? Today's the 7th.
June 20th. Yeah,
Saturday, right? Okay. And then they play Germany on June 25th in New Jersey. So
that'll be a tough one.
Curacao. That's the one.
Yeah.
Got to get 3 points there for our boys from Ecuador, our guys. Let's go. Let's find out. Maybe there's an Ecuador watch party. I want to go.
Definitely.
I want to find out about the food, the culture, everything.
There's got to be a bar that's hosting like the Ecuador fans or something.
Yeah.
Because I'd assume the Ecuador fans are here. Maybe not.
There might be some. Sure. Because that's what some of the fans are doing is traveling to like where the team is staying. And then other fans are traveling to like where the game's going to be. Mm-hmm. And then some are going in, but I don't know. But some people are probably hanging out in Columbus. We gotta find out. So the NBA very quickly, they got the best final numbers officially since 1998. When you throw in all the different online streaming stuff, 24.5 million viewers is what they got for Game 5.
Probably doesn't hurt to have one of the biggest markets.
We talked about this earlier in the week, Dylan, and you made that point, and you're right. Like, if this was Sacramento and Charlotte, and it was the same players involved, like, Jalen Brunson plays in Charlotte and Wemby plays in Sacramento. I mean, San Antonio, you could probably just leave San Antonio in this mix and put Charlotte in there, but if you put all the Knicks players in Charlotte, would it have the same juice? Maybe not. Probably not. But I do think the NBA is experiencing something here with the Knicks getting to this championship. It got a lot of eyeballs to tune into it.
100%.
You're not a huge NBA guy.
No, I don't watch the regular season very much. I watch highlights of the NBA regular season, but I don't usually tune in until like the conference finals. Yeah. That's because then even in the playoffs, teams are getting swept pretty early. I mean, I know we had a sweep in the Western Conference Finals, but I want to see the players play hard. Yeah. I want to see them closing down on the three-point line. I want to see them hustling back on defense. I want to see effort plays. I don't think you start getting that until later in the tournament and so, later in the playoffs. And so this year I think I told you all of the San Antonio OKC games and then all the finals games. And it was incredible. It really was an incredible. I know it should have. I think it would have been great if it went to Game 7 in the finals. Yeah. But every single game was a dogfight. I mean, we see a 29-point swing in what was that, Game 4?
Yeah,
just outrageous stuff. And then you got the Knicks storyline where they haven't won anything. They've been just generationally terrible. Yeah. And all of a sudden they're back from the brink. And then you got a literal freak of nature on the other team.
Oh, it's incredible.
It's just a really nice, a really good finals.
8 different champions in 8 years in the NBA. And you know what? This is why teams like the Cavs are looking at themselves being like, hey, we don't have to make a lot of moves. Yeah. Maybe next year we'll be like this Knicks team that got close but just didn't get it done. That's what they're telling themselves. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's what will happen, but that's at least part of where they're coming from. Where's the best landing spot for Brennan Sorsby, the former, I guess, Cincinnati quarterback? I was going to say Texas Tech, but he never actually played there. He's headed to the supplemental draft. We'll figure it out next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
As expected, we are seeing slowdowns for our friends in New Albany. 2 different portions, at least 2. 161 in that eastbound direction, passing 62 and really over by Beach Road. 25 miles per hour already when it comes to your speed times. We also have some delays forming over 161 eastbound as well, but it's going to be closer towards North Hamilton Road and right before you're hitting New Albany Road out there. So a heads up. At least some better news for our friends towards that west side from Dublin to Hilliard, looking great, 270 in both directions. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Tyvis here for Tri-State Men's Health. If you're wondering where I've been, my wife and I just welcomed a baby boy, and we're loving every minute of it. The only challenge? Sleep has become a pretty rare commodity. With all those late nights, it's nice to know I don't have to worry about my performance and confidence when it comes to my relationship. That's where Tri-State Men's Health has made a real difference for me. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy is low, sleep is off, weight won't budge, your mind feels foggy, and your sex drive isn't what it used to be, it's time to switch things up. Guys, low testosterone has become something men younger and younger are experiencing. Maybe your game isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy, less drive, not feeling like yourself. You deserve to feel your best. Be strong in the gym during your workout. Feel more driven at work and even better in the bedroom. Don't ignore the signs. Call today and take the first step towards feeling better again. 800-900-9654. Visit tristatemenshealth.com.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Summer heats up fast here in Columbus, and bad windows can have a tough time keeping a home cool and can send energy bills through the roof.
I hate to admit it, but we've had some complaints about our windows doing that.
Uh-oh.
I just tell them it's just like being at the beach, minus the water and the beach and the happiness, and you're in your living room. It's gross.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, talks about what makes First Bank of Central Ohio different.
I would say it starts by caring. It starts by doing what you say you're going to do and following through on it. When you're talking about local, you're talking about relationships and people that matter to you. I don't care if that's personally or professionally.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
I'm John Morgan. There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Reason number 3. First, all lawyers are not the same. If my family had an injury case and I couldn't hire us, there are only about 3 to 4% of the lawyers out there that I would hire. And here's why. Most of them rarely, if ever, go to trial. They just take the last best offer. Hell, you can do that yourself. Do this. If you're looking for a lawyer, Google Morgan & Morgan results and see what comes up. It may shock you. Then Google the firm you're thinking of hiring and do the same. That may shock you as well. We became the largest injury firm in the world for a reason. We won a lot. $30 billion and counting. Morgan & Morgan, or thepeople.com. Who would I hire? I'd hire us.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Dip it, dunk it, smother it. It's queso gone wild at Hothead Burritos. Try our new loaded potatoes covered in queso and topped off with hardwood smoked bacon, burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some queso.
Everybody thinks they're a great driver. Outlaw Motor Speedway gives you the chance to prove it. Experience professional racing simulators, full motion rigs, and some of the world's iconic tracks right here in Grandview. Race your friends, join a league, or bring the office out for an unforgettable corporate event. And when the checkered flag drops, keep the night going with great food and drinks here or next door at Agave and Rye. Then climb back in the driver's seat and see who's got what it takes. Book your race today at outlawsimracing.com.
Well, welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the Millionaire Ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the Millionaire Ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Grilling season starts now at Billiards Plus. Shop top-of-the-line grills and turn every cookout into a win. Then bring the fun inside with pool tables, shuffleboard, and more. Everything for the ultimate game room. Billiards Plus. Grills, games, and good times. Online or on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. So my teenage son just went out in sweatpants and a hoodie. It's 98 degrees. At least I know he'll be cool in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Get too hot?
Hey, my phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good
morning. I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Sal Stewart hit a 3-run homer, and Spencer Steer added a solo shot during a 4-run first inning as the Cincinnati Reds defeated the New York Mets 5-3 last night. Brady Singer earned the victory for the Redlegs, giving up just 1 run in 5 innings pitched. Cincy will go for a sweep against New York this afternoon. Coverage starts at 12:10 on the Fan 2. The Cleveland Guardians started off their series in Milwaukee with a 2-1 loss to the Brewers. The Guards will try to bounce back against the Brew Crew tonight at 7:40. And in the World Cup, Lionel Messi tied the record for the most World Cup goals with 16 after scoring a hat trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Messi also became the oldest player to score 3 goals in a World Cup game at 38. This update is sponsored by TurboTrack Realty. Done with that property? Call John Kozik at TurboTrack Realty for a cash offer. 614-472-0000. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Well, I'm looking in the YouTube chat right now. Michael Bennett is here with us. We're going to do Ask Michael Bennett Anything coming up at 7:30. And I saw Tyvis Powell in the chat has a question for Mike.
Tyvis jumped in.
Yeah, he jumps in every day. Even though he's on leave, he's still here. He said, in the Sugar Bowl against Alabama, why didn't you block for me? I thought you were taught to play through the whistle.
We've gone back and forth about this so many times. I'm a rule follower, Tyvis. When you get a game-sealing pick, you don't give the other team an opportunity to strip the ball from you and get the ball back. Mm-hmm. I was ready to tackle Tyvis.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
He's asking why I didn't block for him. He should be thanking me for not taking his knees out on the return. Because that's what I wanted to do. It's
exactly
like
right.
We've been fighting for our lives.
Yeah.
Put this game to bed.
Yeah.
Tyvis
exactly
wanted
right.
that pick 6. I respect it. That's what you want out of your DBs. But yeah, dude, I was ready to level him.
I like that we have everybody from like the national championship run filling in on this show now. Because like when Tyvis is out, you're filling in. Joshua Perry is filling in. It's like it's all guys he has beef with apparently about why they didn't do more when he was there for him. Not for the team, but for him. No. It's all about because his thing with Joshua Perry is why didn't you fit the run better against Saquon Barkley? And then I got trucked.
I think that's legitimate beef.
No, he didn't get trucked. He got hurdled.
Oh, hurdled.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't want to say, oh, that's right. God forbid I get that wrong, and then I'll hear about it the second he comes in Monday.
Hurdling might be worse.
Yeah, well, that was, at least I've told this to Tyvis before, and he thinks I'm just trying to make him feel better. I'm not. I'm saying this legitimately. It's not like you got hurdled by some dude you never who.
Yeah, like Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley's literally on the cover of a video game hurdling people backwards. So like he's developed new ways to hurdle. Like that's how boring it is for him. He does it so often. So if you're going to get hurdled by one of the all-time greats. I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's a claim to fame.
Yeah, exactly right. So I saw this issue or this article came from CBS Sports about landing spots for Brennan Sorsby. Number one, before we get to those, Michael, your day job now is lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious your thoughts on like this whole, not the legal. I don't necessarily mean your legal opinion on it, but like, what do you think as a lawyer, seeing the fact that like we almost got to, or we did get to a point where a judge was like, nah, it's cool. You can pretty much bet on college football and keep your job. It's no big deal.
I was talking about it in the office yesterday with somebody that I think it's insane that there isn't, hardline rules around, hey, dude, you gambled on your own games. You can't play in this league anymore. You can't play in this. Like, you got to go. That's, maybe I don't remember if we talked about this off air or on air, but like 2 big rules in college football is, don't gamble on games and don't take PEDs. Don't do drugs. That's like the 2
pretty much
the 2 big rules. And like the fact that it even was up for debate that he was like, oh, well, he should be able to play. Like, no, I get that we're in a weird space right now where gambling is everywhere and kids are sports betting like crazy. You can't bet on your games. I don't think you should be able to bet on college football if you're a college football player. I don't think but when you bet on your own games that you are competing in, you're playing in, I think that's a wild thing for even to be up to debate.
Yeah. I mean, he was betting the under on his own team. You know what I mean? Like,
so I didn't know that. I didn't know if he was just taking money line for winning.
He bet the under on like a first half under on Indiana, apparently, when he was a backup at Indiana.
Yeah, dude, you got to go.
I thought he did. I don't know if
he
this
did
was
a yardage total.
Under for the starting quarterback's passing yards.
When he's like a backup.
That's right.
That's as bad as it gets.
Right.
It's almost like Well, they made the longest yard? There's a whole thing about that, right? Like,
right.
You can't do that.
So now, now we're having this debate about or not debate, but an idea of where will he end up? What would be the good spot for him? Supplemental draft will probably be in July. He'll do some kind of combine thing. He officially declared for the supplemental draft yesterday. He put in the paperwork. So now the articles are, where would he land? Well, number one, I'm not so sure the NFL is just going to be like, yeah, come on down, gambling man. We're thrilled to have you in the NFL. They may also put some sanctions on him or some ruling. And they have antitrust protection, so they can do whatever the hell they want in that regard. I don't think a judge from Texas is going to be able to overturn that if the NFL decides, hey, before you can play here, you have to serve a 10-game suspension because we don't think it was good that you gambled on sports either, for what it's worth. But here's what CBS put together as some good landing spots for him. Number one team they loaded up here was Arizona. And we talked about this yesterday. There's the teams that are veteran quarterback, but maybe the veteran quarterback's older, going to be done in a year or two or three. That'd be a good spot for someone like him who's got talent but is raw, maybe to go. Instead, they list Arizona. They list Cleveland inexplicably.
Insane, yeah.
They list the Jets are on this list. And then they also have the teams like the Lions, who have Jared Goff. I think they did actually have Tampa on here too with Baker Mayfield. So pick one or the other, but I don't think both of those are good. You know what I mean? Either you think he's ready to play right now, or you think he needs to sit a few years. But I don't think it's either one of those. Those are very different situations, is my point, right?
I think out of this list, Detroit makes the most sense. Because what you're saying, you've got Goff, who's 32. They got Bridgewater, so he doesn't need to play immediately. He's a good player. I don't think he's ready to jump into the NFL. Cleveland should not be. Why is Cleveland on this list? That doesn't make any sense. They've got their own quarterback issues. They don't need to add another component to that quarterback, that quarterback room that they're dealing with right now. The Cardinals, I don't think Jacoby Brissett is necessarily a franchise quarterback. I don't think he's bad, but I don't know if...
Is he good enough to be in a contract dispute with the Cardinals? Because he's also having that right now, where he's holding out for more money, and it's
who else are the Cardinals going to go get?
Well, I know that's his logic.
Man's got leverage.
Man, that shows how bad your situation is. Where it's Jacoby Brissett is no, I know I can get more out of this. That's a rough quarterback situation.
The thing for
me,
but
you're right. He's not a bad quarterback. To your point,
is that most teams that aren't the Browns don't want more than one project quarterback on their roster. So for me, that knocks out teams like the Jets that drafted Cade Kublik, the Cardinals that drafted Carson Beck,
Miami,
the Steelers that drafted Drew Aller.
Right.
So those teams I feel are out. Plus those teams, if they're going to use a draft pick for a quarterback in the 2027 draft, I think they would rather wait for the actual draft than waste a pick on Brandon Sorsby. So I feel like the top three teams that I've been throwing out there are Detroit, Tampa, and Atlanta, because those are teams that are going to be in the middle of the draft that probably aren't going to be able to get a top quarterback next year, but they probably need one.
Well, and on the
Atlanta, they've got two good quarterbacks, don't they?
They got Tua and Michael Penix.
Yeah. I wouldn't touch them. I wouldn't touch Sorsby if you got those two. One of those two is going to be okay. Penix is solid.
And then whoever starts will
they're also both left-handed, so they've built their line around left-handed quarterbacks. So now you're going to have to redo that if you get someone who's not left-handed. But on the Browns thing, only the Browns would be dumb enough to if they. I don't want to say they're dumb enough to do it because we know they are, but they haven't done it yet. So let me give them at least credit for they haven't done it yet. I will have my say if they actually do it. But what I don't get is the media up in Cleveland and a lot of the talking heads up in Cleveland, all the people who care about this stuff, they're all in on Brendan Sorsby. And a lot of those same people were people who said, I don't want Shedeur Sanders. He's a distraction. He's got too many off the field issues he wants to be a celebrity and his dad is a coach and he's going to this and that and the other. All these excuses about Shedeur Sanders, I don't like him. Fine. But you don't get to have the off-field distraction conversation and then be like, we need to go get Brendan Sorsby. The guy who gambled on football?
One of these is not like the other.
No, bro, that's not okay. Again, they already have a million other problems in their quarterback room. Throw another wild variable in the mix.
We're going to talk about Shedeur. Sean, come on, man.
That's right.
We don't need more controversial quarterbacks.
Right, of all those guys, Shedeur Sanders' big controversy is like having a YouTube channel and being kind of famous before he got there. And like he likes to let you know that he's good and all that stuff. Like Deshaun Watson has serious accusations against him, and now you have Brendan Sorsby basically being banned from the NCAA more or less, and then judges jumping in to save him. But the point is, like, I don't know why anyone up in Cleveland is doing that other than pure desperation. That's literally all it is like, we got to fix the quarterback situation now. I don't know that he's your answer there. All right, America has a loser's mentality. That is according to the guy who coaches the U.S. men's national team. We'll talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good Wednesday morning to you. Definitely notice some slowdowns if you're approaching downtown from the north side. We have a crash on that 71 southbound ramp to 670. Whether you're heading westbound or eastbound, you will have to pass this incident. So expect some lane closures for your Wednesday and some slower drive times. The backup's now extending towards North Linden by that East Weber and Hudson Street area. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Here to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on talk, tax, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
Hey, this is Bobby Carpenter here with my friend Jake Ballard with QC Kinetics. So, Jake, I know that the years of football began to erode your knee. Did that subside when you got done playing football, or is that something that has persisted even years after retiring?
When I retired from football, the pain didn't go away. So for me, I had a lot of pain in my left knee, and it was something that caused me aches and pains every day, especially in the morning and the evening. Once I arrived at QC Kinetics and saw Dr. Tesner, they told me all about my knee. The one thing that really got me excited was there's no surgery, and we started treatment right away.
It can change your life, and hopefully that's been the same for you as it has for me.
Bobby, I feel a lot better. Walking without pain, going through my day without pain, even having no pain while I was being more active and hiking or riding a bike.
So, Jake, it was great talking to you about this. And if you're dealing with that kind of pain, check out QC Kinetics, located in Dublin and in Gahanna, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544, or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for Window Nation. If your air conditioner never seems to turn off, worn-out windows could be the culprit. Broken seals and old frames let your cool air escape, and with summer just getting started, it's only going to get hotter. Upgrade your house's windows now during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Built with top-quality materials, insulated glass, and precision seals, Window Nation's windows fit perfectly and lock in the air. Upgrade today, and your home will stay cooler this summer and warmer in the winter. Plus, your home stays comfortable year-round, and you could even see lower energy bills the first month. They're so good, Window Nation offers a lifetime warranty, and they're rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale going on now. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book a consultation. That's windownation.com. Window Nation, a proud partner of Wounded Warrior Project.
Hey, folks, it's game day, and the betting's going to be intense, Drew.
You said it, Dave, but a good pregame routine keeps betting responsible.
That's right. You got to pause before you play.
Good call. Sports betting is hot, but it can be risky.
And pausing to set limits is an all-star move.
That's right, Dave. If you bet on sports, pause before you play to set limits, recognize the risk, and know when to stop.
Learn more at pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Planning to buy a home in 2026? Not sure where to start? The Ohio Housing Finance Agency can help. With a step-by-step homebuyer's guide and financial tools, the Ohio Housing Finance Agency can make homeownership part of your future. Eligible homebuyers may qualify for down payment assistance and reduced mortgage interest rates. To see if you qualify and to find a mortgage lender, visit myohiohome.org.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some sunshine for the morning hours with more clouds building in during the afternoon. Lower 80s for a high. Some scattered thunderstorms are possible after about 4 or 5 o'clock, mainly northwest of I-71. Thunderstorms are much more likely during the overnight hours. Some of those will be strong and severe with gusty winds and heavy rain. Upper 60s for a low. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and very breezy with highs in the lower 80s. For the Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. If your kid is complaining about not wanting to go to school, blast the volume on this show. You won't have any more problems. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Ask Mike Bennett anything. Coming up at 7:30. You can tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971, or you head in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, 971 The Fan. Click on T-Bone and Tyvis and get your questions in there.
Are you Mike or Michael? Is it just like a Josh or Joshua Perry situation?
So I prefer Michael, but that's funny that you brought that up. I prefer Michael because I remember in college, I called Joshua Josh. He's like, I go by Joshua. He was stern about it. I was like, all right, that's kind of weird. But then I thought about it, I was like, all right, his name is Joshua. It has like actual historical significance. And I started thinking about it. I was like, all right, Michael comes from something. I'm the fourth Michael Bennett in my family.
Are you really?
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, so that has a little bit of history to it. You know, you've got historical Michaels. So I was like, all right, I'll go by Michael. But I don't think I'm as strict about it as Joshua is. Like, if somebody calls me Mike, I'm not going to like sit him down and have a conversation with him about it.
No, but see, I think that's good to know because these are the things that, like I was saying with Cape Verde, Cabo Verde, like I saw, I've heard of Cape Verde, but I watched the World Cup and they said Cabo Verde. And I'm like, oh, this must be what they want to be called. Like, this is how they would say it. And I'm like, well, why don't I just call them that? Like,
it's not that hard, right?
No, like, if someone wants to be called that, I'll call you that.
Yeah.
So, that's my growing up, I mean, my name's Jonathan. It's not T-Bone. But when I was in school, my last name's Smith. So my mom was like, I didn't name you John Smith. Don't go by John. You're Jonathan. So I totally relate to that. It makes total sense to me. But yes, what's so funny about that is my best friend, Josh Gretz, who is just Josh, lives in Pittsburgh. He's lived there forever. He's a big Browns fan. I give him crap about that all the time because he's from here, but he moved out to Pittsburgh, turncoat, but he still roots for the Browns. He's the only person in my life when I call him, he's like, "What's up, John?" Like, that's just the number. Like, he's the only guy in my life that calls me John. He's my best friend. But other than that, everybody else calls me Jonathan. So yeah, Michael Bennett is joining us, of course. So
every time you say John Smith, I just think of Pocahontas.
Welcome to every teacher and student that had that joke for me, like basically since that movie came out.
Is it a hot take that Kocoum is the good guy in that movie?
Ooh. I got to remember. It's been a while since I've watched it.
I was a big Pocahontas guy. Pocahontas might have been my first crush as a child.
Oh, sure.
As like a freaking 4-year-old or something. I was like,
I understand. I understand that.
See how she runs with the wind?
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. I need to find me a girl like that.
That's outdoorsy.
Outdoorsy, yeah. In touch with
She
the
was
earth.
outdoorsy.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think that's a hot take at all.
Yeah.
She was attractive, and also she was outdoorsy. I
No,
think
but to
both
your
of those.
point, homeboy, he's just protecting his territory.
Coco's just doing his thing. He's
Right?
this random dude coming in who's
Yeah.
killing all his people. He's like, yo, what are you doing, Pocahontas?
Wasn't that, if I remember the movie right, because isn't it like John Smith and his group come in, and then like there's like a fat mean dude from the John Smith group that's like an a-hole.
Yeah, he's killing everybody.
And he's like, this
Gun down
dude
forest.
sucks, and he's like, we should stop. But then they're mad at like,
And then Coco sees Pocahontas kissing John Smith, loses his ever-loving mind.
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
like, Coco, I feel you, man. Like this, I'd be pissed too.
I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think it's a hot take at all, but we'll play the hot take music just in case. But yeah, you can ask Michael Bennett anything you want to coming up at 7:30. Get those questions in now. So you're a big soccer guy. We've been talking some soccer because it's World Cup time, folks. I'm sorry. If you don't like soccer, that's fine. But I think we can all get behind a few things with the World Cup. One is it's cool to see all the different groups of people getting together and enjoying, putting aside whatever differences there are in the rest of the world and coming together for a sporting event. I think that's what makes sports great. So I'm all in on that stuff. I'm also all in on the fact that the U.S. national team might actually be kind of good. And they played Paraguay and beat them 4-1.
Yeah.
I didn't have that on my
I didn't guess that
at
either.
all.
Yeah.
I did not think it was going that way at all. They looked really good. So they hired a coach, Mauricio Pochettino, which Michael Bennett, you're very familiar with, given he was over in Europe coaching for years, Tottenham. Where else did he coach? Was he PSG?
No idea.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Okay.
He coached them back in the day.
This is a big name then. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Mauricio Pochettino, from Argentina, was asked about the U.S. soccer team. And he said, we know in England, France, Spain, the way they play, players from countries with a strong tradition, they have a recognizable style. What is the style of the U.S. team? He said, the U.S. culture is playful. They want to play. We told them, guys, playing soccer is one thing. Competing is another. They're two completely different sports. So he basically said, these guys have been playing soccer. We're here to compete, not play soccer. We're competing.
That's something, American fans that has to hit you right in the pride.
Oh, but you know what, though? He's not wrong.
Yeah,
he's not wrong. He went on to say, in American sports, basically, because if you don't know, in Europe, if you're in the bottom 3 or so of your league, you get demoted down to the second division.
Very real economic consequences.
Economic, personal pride, team pride, civic pride. Like, cities go through it when they when their team goes down. It's like they have a funeral, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The whole city is depressed when their team gets, demoted. So it's a big deal not to do that. So he said, when you get down and you're having a bad year in America, you're just like, oh, well, maybe we'll fire the coach. We'll be back next year. We'll try again. In Europe, that doesn't happen. You have to fight the whole way just to stay up. Even if you're having a bad year, you can't just give up on the season. You still have something to fight for. And so he said the following. He said, American sports reward losers. But soccer is different. If you reward those who don't win, if you don't have goals, if you don't fight, if I lose, what happens? Nothing. They just fire the coach. So he said, there was a sense of complacency in America that isn't good in soccer. It took us 1.5 years to change the mentality. So he's saying they have changed the mentality of U.S. soccer, but
showed it in the first game.
He took some shots at the U.S.
I think that's true. I don't think I would go as far as to say the U.S. reward. Well, I was about to say they don't reward losers. The NFL literally rewards losers.
What do they give the worst team in the NFL?
Top draft picks.
Number 1 pick.
So,
I hate to say it, but sometimes.
Yeah.
It takes an outside perspective to make you kind of look in the mirror and go, oh, we do. That is, I'd never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I've actually been kind of against the promotion relegation thing just because I feel like that creates instability for a soccer team or for a sports team. But I can't deny that when I watch English soccer and I know there's a game between two teams that are trying not to get relegated, it's one of the best games of the year, 9 times out of 10.
How entertaining was that Tottenham storyline this year?
Oh,
where you have the opportunity. Tottenham's, for people who aren't big European soccer fans, Tottenham Hotspur is one of the perennial top clubs. They're never great, but they're I would say usually a top 7 team.
Yeah, they're usually top half of the league at least. They want to be Champions League top 4 type.
And they always have great talent and just underperform. But they almost got relegated to the next division, the championship division, and that would have been, I think, north of like a $50 to $100 million hit.
I think it's over $100 million.
It's like how you recover from that. So that was they didn't get relegated, but I love promotion and relegation. I'm a big advocate for it in college football. I think if you created, I think it would be. I think they're preparing for something like that. Like with this extended playoffs to 24 teams, if you do that for 3 years, you could easily say, hey, these are the 20 teams or the 18 teams that have been into the playoffs, this 2014 playoff for the last 3 years. That means they are the best teams in the country. They are going to be in the first division, and then you've got your next divisions, down the line. If you don't make it or whatever, if you're at the bottom of that division the next year, all right, we'll kick you out. Why are you sharing TV rights with the top teams? I think that would be beautiful. I do think it's great for competition. I think American soccer, like you said, like if you have a down year, all right, maybe the coach has to go. But is there any penalty to that program?
Well, like the crew haven't had their best year. I mean, now we have this big break. We'll see what they do in the second half of the year. But like, if they finish dead last in the East, that they'll go probably hire a new coach and they'll move up. But like, they're not getting relegated down to playing other teams.
What does it mean for the ownership? What does it mean?
Yeah.
It's the owners in America never get hit with anything.
No, you're exactly right.
Like in the NFL, if you had a tier system,
God, could you imagine?
Some of these teams that have, some of these owners need to feel some pain.
The Browns' season schedule would be like you're playing the Columbus Aviators, you're playing the Houston Renegades, you're in the UFL. Yeah. We might have fallen out of the UFL at this point. That would be. I would actually, maybe that's what we need. I don't know. Ask Michael Bennett anything coming up in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
A ramp is still slightly restricted after a crash in southeast Columbus. 33, that ramp to 70 westbound. We're talking here 13 miles per hour for your speed on 33, but also noticing some backups now for many folks 70 westbound, even passing James Road out there. Also for our friends in New Albany, getting really slow, especially about that 161 and 62 intersection, starting at New Albany Road, 161 eastbound, particularly in that direction. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Stay hydrated. It's hot out there. So my teenage son just went out in sweatpants and a hoodie. It's 98 degrees. At least I know he'll be cool in our house, thanks to Atlas Butler. If something goes wrong, they'll fix it within 24 hours. They call it their comfort pledge. Get too hot?
Hey, my phone.
Oh, your phone. Should have known.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hey, Columbus, buy a new Ford at the same price of Ford employee pays. No markup, no haggling. Right now, Capital Ford of Columbus, get employee pricing on F-150s, Super Duties, Explorers, Mustangs, and more. Thousands in savings. This deal ends soon. Come to Capital Ford today, priced for you.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place, here with a happy customer.
Wilson's trying very hard.
Thanks, Mom. I mean, Margaret.
Wilson, is this your mom?
Yes.
Mom.
Wilson, your mom should like your windows.
Oh, I wouldn't know. We actually have Pella windows.
Mom!
They've really lowered our energy bills.
I'm gonna go wait in the car.
Get the windows that homeowners rated the leading window brand in Columbus at PellaColumbus.com.
Guess which store is celebrating their 50th anniversary, and you'll get up to $180 off sets of Goodyear tires. Okay, here's a hint.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at CapitalFordOfColumbus.com. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tweet the program at Bone and Tyvis 971. Michael Bennett is here. It's not Hot Take Tuesday, but I have to fire off a hot take very quickly, and then we can do Ask Tyvis / Michael Bennett anything. Even though it's the segment will say Ask Tyvis anything, it's Ask Michael Bennett anything. But I have to say this. We were talking World Cup. I've enjoyed all the people coming in, getting to experience America. It's very cool. However, the German dude who remember the German guy, we were talking about him last week, who's been to like Waffle House and he's been to Bucky's and like he's like experiencing America. I think I'm kind of over it with this dude now.
People are piling on too much.
I'm past it. Dylan, have you seen what's happening now, the latest with this guy?
I just saw the Bucky's bit. I haven't seen anything else with him.
Yesterday, he got to go get in the spaceship that went around the moon like a month ago or whenever that was. Artemis, you know, the spaceship that we launched and the people went all the way around the moon. They came back. It was a big deal. They parachuted back in, landed in the ocean. We did this whole thing. And it's like one of the biggest stories in like, at least in the U.S., maybe internationally. Like we went around the moon and stuff. Kind of a cool thing. They got to tour the actual spacecraft, not a model of it, the actual one. And then they got to call the International Space Station yesterday because they were like in Texas. I guess Houston is where Germany is playing next, I think. And so they went to like Galveston and they went to some other parts to go. I don't know. Charles Barkley was there. I have no idea. But like we're doing too much for this. This is one guy. Like he's getting to be in the spaceship and call the International Space Station. I'm starting to get a little annoyed with this dude.
So calling the International Space Station definitely seems like a unique experience. But was the spaceship at like an Air and Space Museum that everybody's able to get into? Or
I don't think everybody's allowed to tour. I think he got like a private tour where he got to go sit in it, like climb in it.
So this is like at this point he's hired by the government for tourism purposes.
Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit like this is I don't know, maybe this is a conspiracy theory, Dylan, but it's starting to feel like this guy's a bit of a plant. That's all I'm trying to say.
It is bullcrap. Like, this all started with him trying to experience America, like, authentically.
Yes.
And now he's getting all these perks. Like, it's, nah.
Yeah.
He's ruining the bit.
It is. The guy, you can follow him on Twitter. It's Freddie LA7. And he is like a huge Cristiano Ronaldo fan. So maybe he's got a German flag in his bio, but he's got Cristiano Ronaldo, who's Portuguese, plays for Portugal. Maybe he's going to a Portugal game. I don't know. But the point, like I'm watching a video of him literally in the landing craft or the capsule that went to space and back. He's just hanging out in it.
You didn't get invited to that, did you?
Well, it's not about me. It's about the fact that, like,
T-Bone, it's always about you.
Why not have, like...
Why should he go to that and not you?
Why is this one guy getting all of it, is all I'm saying. Like,
I feel like people just start piling on. It's like that, you go viral for something, and then everybody wants a piece of it. Everybody wants to promote whatever they need to promote.
Yeah.
And so, shout out to him for getting perks, but I'm with you.
No. It's cool that people are doing this for him. I'm just saying, like, is this guy even going to the soccer games? Or is he just here like, oh, I'm here in America to go to the World Cup, and then, like, he's just getting all the free stuff? I don't know. Maybe that's a bit
also,
of a
it's not like Waffle House and Buc-ee's are, like, that much of a deep track in America. That's pretty...
Oh, I know. But like that was the thing is a lot of us have experienced one or both of those.
Yeah.
So now like seeing it through someone else's eyes has been fun.
Yeah.
And I love that part of it. What we all haven't experienced is J.J. Watt calling us and being like, you want me to put you up at the best resort in Houston? Oh, hey, you want to come down to the Space Museum and go tour the aircraft? Like, that's where I'm starting to get a little bit annoyed.
Get to know your resident national champion. It's time for Ask Tyvis Anything.
Sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right. Request your free roof assessment today at ramosroofing.com.
Yes. It is sponsored, and it is still a resident national champion who is here in Michael Bennett. So there we go. All right, this one comes from Alex. He said, ask Michael Bennett anything. What is the craziest stat line you've ever seen or heard of? I just found out in 1962, George Blanda threw 42 interceptions and was named a Pro Bowler.
Is that real?
God.
Okay, we got to look that up. I need to verify that that's true, but...
Must have been a charismatic guy.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's a deep dive to have like the most ridiculous stat line you can ever think of. I don't know if you have one off the top of your head.
The only thing that jumps into mind is Derrick Henry's high school stats.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I don't think... Like, I think somebody said his high school coaches should have been put in prison. Like, he was getting something like 50 or something carries a game.
Oh, really?
Like 400 to 500 yards a game. I mean, outrageous high school stats.
Well,
I'm gonna pull those up.
To give them credit, I'll say that's maybe that was a little bit much, but like if you were a high school coach, it's not like they had some, you know how sometimes you hear about a guy who scores like 100 points in a high school basketball game and then you go look him up and he's 5'7", and it's just like his coaches run some ridiculous offense that just gets him the ball.
Yeah.
And he takes like 95 shots to get his 100 points. That I feel like is goosing the numbers a bit just to give some guy some stats. at least with Derrick Henry, it's like, it turned out he was freaking awesome.
He's different.
Like,
because
right. So
a lot of times that would be running a guy into the ground, but now he's, 10 years in the league, still doing fine?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, at least in that case, it wasn't like, oh, they just made all this up to give him some inflated numbers. It's like, no, they had the best running back they probably will ever see on any high school football roster.
Yeah.
And they were like, why would we do anything other than hand him the ball?
Give him the ball.
It works. Every time we give him the ball, we do well.
So let me break his stats down. He had, in his high school career, 12,124 rushing yards, 153 touchdowns, averaged almost 9 yards a carry, 252 rushing yards per game, and 1,400 carries. They said his senior year, he had 4,200 yards and 55 touchdowns. I don't know of a stat line crazy. And I know it's high school, but...
No, but it doesn't... I mean...
There are still other human beings playing across from me.
Are other guys putting up those numbers is my question. Like, whenever people are like, oh, well, anybody could do that if they had this and this. It's like no. Phil Jackson. People say that about, like, oh, well, if everybody had Shaq and Kobe, and it's like, all right, but other guys have had great teams and they haven't won with them. He has. Like, I think there is something for, like, you actually accomplished the thing. So, yeah, what is that? You said 12,000 yards in his high school career?
12,124, yeah.
Averaging, I know you said, what did he do his senior year?
His senior year, he had 4,200 yards.
Well, I was going to say he's probably close to, like, 3,000 yards every year. Think of that. Like, averaging 3,000 yards, right?
He had a Florida State record 510 yards in a game. That's crazy. In a playoff game, he had 486 yards and 6 touchdowns.
God.
That has to be, I mean, that's insane.
Was there a guy when you were in high school, maybe you remember the name or maybe you just remember the game, where you're like, oh, dude, there was this dude, I don't know who he was or what came of him, or someone you ended up seeing go on and do stuff?
So 2 names. I had the privilege and the curse of going to the rival high school of Braxton Miller.
Oh,
so he just toasted us every year, and we'd watch everything he would do.
Was that Wayne High School?
Wayne,
Heights, yeah.
Okay. He was incredible. And then Spencer Ware from Princeton.
Oh, right.
We played him, and he just made us look like fools. Like,
really?
I think it was a close game because our offense was pretty good, but that dude was literally untouchable. He was unbelievable to watch. Everything that people said about him was true. He was just incredible. I think he was very similar to Braxton in his shiftiness.
Yeah.
He was I don't know if he had as good of an arm as Braxton, but he was just crazy athletic.
Yeah. This one from Evan said, ask Michael Bennett, if you had to wear the jersey of your favorite team's starting quarterback for a week straight and proclaim he's the answer, who would you rather have, Watson or Sorsby? Now, number one, are you a Browns fan?
No.
Okay.
I don't really have an NFL team.
Okay, but let's just say for this argument, you were a Browns fan. Which one would you?
I guess Sorsby. Like,
yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? This dude, Watson, like, if it was, what was it, 2016 or 2017?
Oh, totally. Yeah, whenever he got out of college.
Before the 68 women came out.
Yeah.
And accused him, something like that. Like, but I can't have that man's name on my back. Sorsby, stupid mistakes. I think it's against the spirit of the game, all that kind of stuff. But, you're not traumatizing people for life by betting on your own games.
Still bad.
Yeah.
Like, still bad, not in the same. I do agree with the people who are like, why are we keeping this kid out, but we're not banning the guys who, like, beat women? And it's like, we should also ban them.
We should also
I'm for
ban
that,
them.
for what it's worth. I do think you should be able to bet on sports and play the sport. I also think if you beat people up, you should be out. Like, that's how I roll.
For whatever reason, the NFL's never been that concerned about that.
Speaking of gambling on sports, I think George Blanda might have been throwing some games because he did indeed throw 42 interceptions in 1962, but he also had 7 consecutive seasons of throwing 20 interceptions or more. He was on the take.
Wow. Or it was just a different era where they were like, you can throw picks.
He was in with the mob.
Dude, 42 picks. And that was when I don't think we were playing 16. I think they were playing 14 back then.
Yeah.
That's impressive. How do you do that? That's like 3 a game or more. That's wild. Okay, sure. That seems bad. I'm going to go ahead and say I need to know more about that. I need to find out more about George Blanda throwing 42 interceptions. That's a research project for the summer for me. Which former Buckeyes are currently at risks of being NFL busts? One list is out there with a couple of notable names on it. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning to you. Right now, no crashes to report. So far, so good, and that's happening around the metro. Here's the thing, though. We are seeing slowdowns develop in certain spots. Let's start over on the east side, just outside of Reynoldsburg. We're talking 70 in that westbound direction as you're slowly approaching that 70 and 270 splits. Also, we got some delays, 71 in that northbound direction for our south side drivers traveling downtown. We're talking over by Greenlawn Avenue, down to 29 miles per hour when it comes to your speeds. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Today, we're talking about how you don't have to earn more when you can save more. Okay, so you brought me this stat. T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T over the past 5 years. That seems surprising.
Yeah, when I first heard it, I thought, okay. But when the experts at HarrisX broke it down, it was true for millions of families.
They have a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans and America's Best Network, plus lower bills. I'm not hearing any sacrifice here.
Which is what people need right now. Reliability, predictability. Affordable wireless service isn't a perk. It's a difference. And listeners, if you don't believe me, you can check it out at tmobile.com/switch.
Best mobile network based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. Price guarantee on talk, text, and data exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Based on HarrisX billing snapshots from Q3 21 to Q4 25 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. For more details, see harrisx.com/T-Mobile-bills.
Truck drivers, don't miss out on the unmatched consistency of a Schneider driving job. With our industry-leading selection of driving options, you'll find a job with the freight, home time, and schedule you've been looking for. Plus, Schneider drivers operate state-of-the-art, well-maintained equipment and have access to award-winning benefits and a 24/7 support team. Don't wait. Find a job that offers the stability you need to fuel your career. Search jobs and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Scotty Vegas here, and I want to tell you about the best bet you can make this summer. It's getting a new vehicle from Krieger Ford. I'm absolutely in love with my new Bronco. The process was fast, fun, and no pressure. Krieger Ford on Morse Road. Best bet you can make. KriegerFord.com.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Getting older is a part of life. Feeling exhausted all the time doesn't have to be. If your energy is down, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, your workouts feel harder, your focus is off, or you just don't feel like yourself anymore, it may be time to head to Low T Center. About 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, and for many men, the symptoms happen so gradually you may not even notice, or just assume it's stress, work, lack of sleep, or just a part of aging. At Low T Center, providers specialize in hormone health and testosterone replacement therapy. They use lab work, symptoms, health history, and personal goals to create a treatment plan tailored to each patient, because no two men are exactly alike. TRT may help support energy, focus, libido, body composition, mood, and overall quality of life. You don't have to settle for feeling less than your best. Low T Center works with most major insurance providers and offers a free testosterone test for men who want answers. Visit FixMyLowT.com to book your appointment today. That's FixMyLowT.com.
The next chapter of Cleveland Browns football is here, and we want you to be a part of it. In the new world-class enclosed Huntington Bank Field, a new era of Browns football begins in 2029, and your path to being a part of it starts today. Place your deposit right now at newhuntingtonbankfield.com to reserve your spot and be one of the first to choose your seats in the best stadium on planet Earth, our brand new home in Brook Park. To reserve your spot and be one of the first to choose your seats in our brand new state-of-the-art facility.
Welcome back to Yeah, That's a Pepper Thing. First up, we've got Harrison wrapping his Dr. Pepper in a tiny quilt so it feels at home. Oh, how tender. That's a Pepper Thing. And over to Becca, who's whispering affirmations to her can.
You're sweet. You're unique. You're the best thing I ever poured over ice.
She swears it makes it taste better. It's not a science thing, but it's a Pepper Thing. Why do they all do it? All for that sweet, delicious, truly one-of-a-kind taste of Dr. Pepper. It's a Pepper Thing.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Byrne.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
Yeah, lots to get to today. Michael Bennett is in. Joshua Perry will be back joining us tomorrow. Tyvis Powell will be back joining us Monday. This has been a fun little morning. I love the fact, Michael, that even though you played college football, you played, football all your life, all this stuff, and you are people can tell, you're a former football player. I think the fact that you are knowledgeable about soccer is a thing that probably blows some people's minds. That the guy who oh yeah, I played a lot of football, but enough about that. Let's talk some soccer.
Dude, it's funny because growing up, I mean, especially in my city in Centerville, Ohio, the football coaches and the football people just had no respect for soccer. And for a long time, that was kind of ingrained in me that soccer players were soft. It's an inferior sport, all this kind of stuff. And I keep giving him credit, but it was Beamer that got me into soccer. Beamer was the first one to. I don't remember how he got into soccer or whatever. I think Man U or something like that.
Yeah.
But when I started hanging out with Beamer more, he was like, all right, this is what's happening in the soccer world. And I was like, all right, this is lame, but I guess I'll tune in a little bit. And that just gradually developed a love for soccer over the years with whether it was FIFA or it's kind of like people, I never respected golf either. Never thought it was interesting, never cared about it at all. But then you go out and you play it. You're like, holy crap, this is actually kind of hard. And then you watch it and you're saying they're hitting incredible shots. That's kind of how it is with soccer. If you don't like soccer, go kick a soccer ball around a little bit and then watch what these guys are able to do on the field. And you're like, okay, that's a whole different level of athleticism that you don't have respect for until you try to do it.
Well, I don't have any clue what it takes to be a pole vaulter, but I never would go to pole vaulters and be like, oh, you guys are kind of lame. This is a really easy sport. Because it's I've looked at pole vaulters. Yeah. They all seem to be in incredible shape. Are they the strongest people in the world? No, but they're incredible athletes. So I know it's difficult because I can see what kind of shape you have to be in to do it, right? I never played defensive line or offensive line or anything like that. But I can see how big everyone is who does and how mean and angry some of them look at times. And I realize that's not easy. Yeah. It has to be difficult. So I know we can do that with you watch basketball. It's this takes talent. I don't know why people have such a tough time. I guess it's because the guys who play soccer, some of the best ones are 5'6". And
they're 5'6". And the flopping.
Flopping is
I think that's been the best part about the World Cup. The refs are not interested. They
gave yellow. They're giving yellow cards for it. When they find out there was a guy in the U.S. game for Paraguay. It was Jose Almiron or Miguel Almiron. Sorry, who used to play for Atlanta United. I don't know where he plays now.
I remember him. Yeah,
MLS. But he absolutely took a dive. They initially called a foul on our guy and then gave him a yellow card. Then they reviewed it and saw, nope, he completely missed his leg. They rescinded our yellow card and gave it to the player who dove and said, there you go. Now you get a yellow card for diving.
And this is a controversial take for you.
Love it.
I am not a fan of the water breaks, but I think those cut down on the flopping because I think a big part of the flopping in the games is to give their teammates rest.
You know what? You're on. I totally agree with that.
I do think the water breaks kill momentum. They're just some creative way for Americans to get more ads, but they do give the players a break in the 45, so we don't have to see a player rolling on the ground and taking 3 minutes to get up just because he needs his guys to get a breather.
Dylan, how many soccer games have you watched in this World Cup so far?
I watched 0 minutes.
Of
the World Cup.
0 minutes, Dylan.
Still incredible.
We got it. We got to get you into it this year. This is a good one. You have so many stars and so many storylines to follow that can get you, I don't know, a nice introduction into why this is a big deal.
All right, today we have England and Croatia.
Yep.
You get to watch England, who all they do all the time is have the greatest team ever assembled, and then they go to the World Cup and they completely fall on their face. So if you want to laugh at them, I mean, not today. They'll probably play very well today. But I'm saying, you can be invested in that storyline. Or you can be invested in 40-year-old Luka Modric for Croatia, who is a legend.
An artist.
One of the greatest players of all time. You get another chance to look at him. I'm just saying, there's a couple storylines for you today.
Bone, if I'm up from my nap at 3 o'clock and my girl is leave me alone. You're on my nerves.
One of your three girls.
No, don't say that. You're gonna get. Please, I might have to hit the dump button for that. I never said that.
No, you said I've dated 2 or 3 people. Then I threw in
over the course of the past 7 years.
Time, and you did not.
You said that.
I didn't. You didn't dispute.
So those are your words, not mine.
Yeah,
well,
exactly right.
Because Michael just said that, I will be watching the World Cup at 3 o'clock because she'll want nothing to do
at
with
a bar by yourself without her. Yeah, exactly right.
My bad.
No, you're good. But that's just why I'm wearing the Crew hat today because Cucho Hernandez played for the Crew.
Yep.
He is playing for Colombia. They play tonight at 10 o'clock.
We had another Crew player who did well in an earlier game. I can't remember what team it was for.
Steven Morera, who was playing for Cabo Verde, Cape Verde. They played Spain and tied them 0-0. He's part of that. He's a defender. He's part of the defense
and he had a good
that shut them out. Yeah, he did. No, he's awesome. Still plays for the Crew. But Cucho Hernandez left the Crew to go play in Europe because his national team coach said, if you want to play in the World Cup, you got to go play in Europe. Well, good news. He's playing in the World Cup today. So, Cucho, whenever you're ready, come on back. We'll have you with the Crew. Now, job done.
With open arms.
Mission accomplished on the aircraft carrier. Now come back here and play for the Crew. Thank you very much. So CJ Stroud is listed on this article CBS Sports has Bust Alert, which is also what I have on my web browser. Bust Alert.
Oh, my gosh.
8 NFL players running out. Stop. That's completely inappropriate. 8 NFL players running out of time to prove themselves entering the 2026 season. They have CJ Stroud listed first in this. How many years has CJ been in the league now? Is this his?
I think is coming up on 4.
But the playoff game at the end of last year, this is a tough look for him, man.
Yeah.
Also a tough look when wasn't it his second year in the league where I cannot remember who the player was who had a bad game, but he came up to him afterwards and was like, "That's all right, buddy, you'll get him again."
Yeah.
And kind of did the veteran
he said it
move.
to Caleb Williams.
It's Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
Caleb's probably like, don't
sun me like that ever again. I'm better than you now.
Dude, that might happen this year where maybe CJ has a bad game and Caleb Williams was like, "It's all right, dog, you'll get this at some point."
And listen,
That's so bad.
I'm a big CJ Stroud fan. I remember, when he first got started at Ohio State, people were giving him a lot of flack, but you could tell the potential was there. And then when he gets to the league, has an incredible first year. And T-Bone, we talked about it, but after that first year, the whole offseason, all I was seeing was this guy on podcasts. And you could tell that he was feeling more comfortable with himself because he was quiet at Ohio State, never said a word. He was quiet his first year in the NFL, never said a word. And then to see him all over the podcast circuit, all over the media circuit, I was like, okay, good for him for feeling more comfortable, more confident, all that kind of stuff. But you haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
You still have that first year, you're a shock to the other teams. They are currently game planning for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what kind of work he was putting in that year. You can only judge it based on the product on the field the next year. I have no doubt he was still working. But it just isn't a good look when you're doing the media circuit and then you go and have a bad season. Because I think he still has an incredible amount of talent.
Oh, he does.
I have no idea why he's struggling the way he is. But it's hard to say that. It's hard to admit that he is at risk of being a quote-unquote bust.
Yeah. What CBS is saying, they in this article they lay out why he will be a bust, why he won't be a bust, and then they give their official prediction. They predict that because they've added some pieces around him and that they are building this roster around him, that he will not be a bust. So good news. He's going to be all right.
And quarterbacks in general have a pretty long leeway. Even if he had a bad season this year, okay, maybe he doesn't get a max contract whenever he goes to whatever team he's going to go to. But he could reignite his career freaking 6 years down the road.
Absolutely.
And have a lot of success. I think even with just his first year, he's not a bust. But he just needs to stay off the podcast for a little bit. Stay off the podcast for a little bit.
Lock in. Exactly right. All right, The Huddle. More NFL discussion coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Well, if you're heading downtown, especially from the west side, we officially have that 70 eastbound ramp closed to 71 southbound for some repairs that will be lasting for at least 2 weeks for that detour. My favorite one is 70 eastbound, getting off nice and early to 270 southbound, and from there heading southbound eventually towards 71. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your Fan Traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai. time for sun and savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, get a new 2060 Elantra SE for $59 per month for a 2-year lease. Just $59 a month for the drive into summer sale. This month only. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit $39.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year and 7.6.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Joseph Senta and Dr. Barry Zeta at Ohio Vein and Vascular are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. They can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. 3 locations to serve you at Polaris, Reynoldsburg, and now open downtown. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
This 4th of July week, Championship Golf takes center stage in Columbus. From July 2nd through 5th, the 46th U.S. Senior Open Championship comes to Scioto Country Club, where legends of the game meet hallowed grounds that don't play favorites. Feel the energy, the tradition, and the pressure of championship golf at its finest. Be there for every moment. Tickets are available now on SeatGeek.
There's only one Ozempic.
Hello, I'm Ozempic. Because this ad is 30 seconds, I can't get into everything I'm FDA approved to do, so I'm just going to play my jingle again. But first, ask your doctor about which FDA approved uses of me, the Ozempic pen, may be right for you. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and learn more about Ozempic semaglutide injection, 2 milligrams. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA approved Ozempic. Now here's that jingle again.
There's only one Ozempic.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Not everybody's cut out for this kind of work. At Newman Roofing, we look for people who care about the details. The kind of people who show up early, work hard, and take real pride in what they build. Because to us, your home isn't just another job site or paycheck, it's your peace of mind. That's why our crews aren't just trained, they're invested. In their craftsmanship, in their communication, in their customers. At Newman Roofing, we don't believe in cutting corners to save a buck. We believe in doing the work the right way. With quality materials, experienced professionals, and a level of care you can actually feel. It's the reason so many of our customers come back to us time and time again. And they recommend us to the people they love the most. Roofing, siding, gutters, whatever your home needs, trust the company built on family values and hard work. Newman Roofing. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Take a vacation from high interest rates this summer. With a special rate on balance transfers at BMI Federal Credit Union, you can put more money back in your pocket this summer. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate to transfer your high interest credit cards today.
Oh my, do I have World Cup fever. Scotty Vegas here, and the next Team USA game is Friday at 3 o'clock. So let's play some hooky from work and meet up at the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. We have contests, games, and huge prizes to give away. Wear your red, white, and blue. Watch the game on the best screen in Columbus. Pro tip, order the soft pretzel. It's the size of a soccer ball and delicious. See you Friday at 3 at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. Sal Stewart hit a 3-run homer, and Spencer Steer added a solo shot during a 4-run first inning as the Cincinnati Reds defeated the New York Mets 5-3 last night. Brady Singer earned the victory for the Redlegs, giving up just 1 run in 5 innings pitched. Cincy will go for a sweep against New York this afternoon. Coverage starts at 12:10 on the Fan 2. The Cleveland Guardians started off their series in Milwaukee with a 2-1 loss to the Brewers. The Guards will try to bounce back against the Brew Crew tonight at 7:40. And in the World Cup, Lionel Messi tied the record for the most World Cup goals with 16 after scoring a hat trick in Argentina's 3-0 victory over Algeria. Messi also became the oldest player to score 3 goals in a World Cup game at age 38. This update is sponsored by RCD RV Supercenter. Visit them in Heath, Delaware, and Pataskala or at rcdrv.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Micheal Bennett joining us today. Former Buckeye, current lawyer, currently on his way to work in an hour.
Yeah, get a nice 10-hour workday after this.
Came in to do the show today, and you're still going to work because you got stuff. You're a hard worker, man. You got stuff to do.
I appreciate it. This is like a nice escape for me. Like it's not easy to do, but I love to be able to dip my toes back into sports and get the opportunity to talk about sports because, I enjoyed doing the law. I enjoyed the job that I'm working at, but I still have a passion for sports outside of that.
Sure.
And I don't have enough of a passion to go try to be like a college football coach or something like that. But being able to be back in this world from time to time is a lot of fun.
No, you went into the slightly less of a time demand field of being a lawyer, being an attorney than it is. Yes, that just shows you the time crunch that college football or NFL coaches have where it's
insane.
Yeah.
5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and that's like a average day.
Yeah. When I heard Ryan Day this offseason talking about how he watched what was it that he said he watched, a crime documentary?
He watches all the documentaries on Netflix, but the Five Families, the mob one is one of the ones he talked about.
That was so encouraging because, there's so many coaches that we've talked to or we've heard of in the business where it's what's the last movie you've watched? And they're like, Star Wars? And you're like, you mean the ones that came out a few years ago? They're like, no, the ones that came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's the originals. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that's a long time.
I mean, they brag about having cots in their offices, and I remember when I was there, the GAs would have mattresses in the closet. It's your whole life is college football.
Yeah,
and I love college football, but I mean, say what you want, not that much.
No, well, I mean,
not to that extent.
Yeah, I mean, I've never I don't think I've ever had to sleep at a radio station. Maybe once when there was when I was early in the business and I used to work 7 to midnight and then maybe if I had to do the morning shift, but I don't even think then. I think I would have gone home. I've never had a job where I've had to be no, I'm going to sleep at the office and then get up and keep working that.
It's a different level of dedication.
No, it is totally. So yeah,
I feel like I have to bring up Dean Evison when he was on the show saying when we asked him what Christmas movies he likes and he was like, I hate Christmas, but I watched Elf with my kids. That's pretty much what he said. I'm paraphrasing.
No, it was. And then we were like, man, he seems like he's in a salty mood. And then 3 weeks later, he got fired. So maybe that was why. Maybe we should have seen it coming.
The biggest questions in the NFL are answered right here. Welcome to the Huddle.
Sponsored by Advent. Go to adventknows.com because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better.
All right, Dylan, Huddle question number 1, please.
All right, I'm going to put you guys on the spot here. What round and who does Brandon Sorsby go to in the NFL supplemental draft?
Oh, okay. I think that your Tampa Bay prediction is pretty good. I don't think they're going to anticipate having a high draft pick next year, right? They probably think they're going to be a 20 or later pick.
Yeah.
They think they're a playoff team. They should think they're a playoff team. Baker Mayfield could potentially, as much as you hate him, Dylan, could still get the job done, I guess, to get to the playoffs.
Get them to 9 wins and win that crappy division. Sure.
Right. So all that said, I could see them using a late second-round pick, essentially. What they think will be a bottom third of the second-round pick on Brandon Sorsby as an insurance policy for Baker Mayfield, and then possibly if we can polish him up and get him ready to go before Baker retires or whatever, we move on from Baker if we don't sign him to a big mega deal this offseason, next offseason, I'm saying. Yeah, I can see them taking a flyer. I like the Tampa Bay option for him.
I think barring any indication that the NFL is going to try to punish Sorsby.
That's a fair point.
I think he's a first rounder.
Okay.
Because if they're not going to punish him, then you're getting a steal of a quarterback for, a supplemental draft. I honestly don't know how the supplemental draft really works.
Well,
I don't know if it's the same.
You take the pick next year. So, like, if you give up your first round pick this year, you don't get one for the 2027 draft. So you're basically saying we don't need that pick next year. Now, if you're getting a quarterback, though. Yeah.
I thought it was like an extra draft.
No. It's like you get to use the pick early, more or less. So that's why I feel like second round, late second round. Like if you're the Bucks, that's why I think a team like the Lions could do it. Teams that are like, we're going to hopefully be in the playoffs. We don't think we're going to need that pick next year, or it's going to be a late second round.
I'd go second or third round, and I'd go with Detroit or hell, even maybe the Patriots or something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Like a team that, like we had discussed earlier, a team that probably already has a quarterback, but either thinks that quarterback's not going to be there in 2 years or thinks that Sorsby can compete with them in the next 2-3 years.
Man.
I think that would be, definitely I wouldn't go with first round then.
No.
I'd probably err on third round, but NFL teams, for whatever reason, they love drafting quarterbacks early. I think it's the dumbest thing you can do, unless it's, Lamar Jackson or something like that. But, I think most college quarterbacks need a year or two, probably 2 or 3 years to learn the pace of the game, learn defensive schemes in the NFL, because it's such a different world. So I could see second round, but I would probably pick him third round.
Clearly the answer is Browns will take him as their first round pick and just throw that away, and it'll end up being like the third pick of the draft next year. And that'll be good. Huddle question number 2, Dylan.
So Terry Bradshaw says that he's not considering retirement, even though he's 77 years old. He says even if he's not on Fox, he would be in a speaking role somewhere. Do you think he should retire? And who do you think is the worst NFL personality on TV?
Well, okay. There is a lot of nostalgia that for people who like Terry Bradshaw, it's based on what they remember of him from a bygone era. The problem is my brain, while I can remember some of that, I am more focused on what he's doing right now when I watch him on TV, and it's not great. I mean, it's a lot of, I don't know, I feel like...
I love when they have him do the highlights. It's just a train wreck.
Oh, dude,
why are they doing that to my boy?
Well, because the way, if you've never, I mean, I guess everybody's watched him do the highlights, but it's like, they give him 4 seconds of highlight. You know what I mean? They give him the shortest amount of time, and it's like, all right, there it was, threw touchdown, pick, interception, ran it back, hey! And it's just like, well, we're watching it at least, so I can see what you're saying, but it's like, you're not giving names, you're not giving teams, you're just like, oh, there you go, ran it in, whoop, fumbled it, nope, sack, and then, now he threw the Gatorade on him, it's over, game over.
Everybody's grandpa doing their best.
Yes, it's, should they force him to retire? Probably not, but should they lean on him heavily to say, hey, Terry, you get one more year on this show, and then after that, if you want to remain at Fox, here is the role we see for you. It is not on Sundays on that show. It is elsewhere. And see what he says. Maybe he'll want to do it. But, they probably need to start finding a way. If they think they have better, if they have people who are they think would make the show more interesting and more engaging, and those people are just waiting, I mean, I guess that's, I don't know. He's definitely had a long career at Fox, to say the least.
I think for Terry's sake, I hope he doesn't retire. I think 77 years old, former football player, former quarterback who's probably taken a whole bunch of hits.
Oh yeah,
it's good for his brain to be out there and talking and being. I swear. I get nervous about old football players who just have nothing to do, no one to talk to.
Sure.
So shout out to him. I do think that for his own health, he should probably stick around for as long as he can. But you said, for the networks, probably
it's tough, right? They got to think about it.
Sunset him.
Well, and the reality is, to your point, I think about that just with anyone getting older. I see it with relatives and people I care about that as they get older. It's the tendency is because you don't feel as good. Mm-hmm. It's harder to get out and be around. But you get down that path where you get into your 70s or 80s. You're no longer seeing regularly having social outings. You're suddenly at home all the time. You got to See, when you're in your 30s, it's okay to be a hermit. That's Michael Bennett is
not as okay. No, yeah.
Not when you're at that age, though. You got to get out and socialize because it's like, got to keep that brain active, man.
Got to keep it active. So I know. I hope he still finds something to do.
Yeah.
Whether it's on a huge NFL network, probably doesn't need that. But he needs to find people to talk to.
Yeah.
In this country, you go through all those elderly problems that you just discussed, and then you get elected president.
Here we go. Exactly right.
Keep him young.
Do we have a 90-year-old we can run this time around?
Bernie Sanders, right? What is he?
Bernie's
like
probably
96 or something.
What's Abe Vigoda doing? Is he still alive? God, yeah. Is George Burns around? Yeah, let's do that. All right, we buried the lead. The biggest story of the day has nothing to do with sports. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. The left lane is currently blocked on that 315 southbound ramp to 670 eastbound as you're just passing the Grandview Heights area. We are seeing backups now extending even passing King Avenue or Lane Avenue, even the exit over by Ackerman Road. So heads up there, a little bit slow moving on this Wednesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hi, I'm Linda from Newburyport. I lost 20 pounds on Awaken 180. In my family, there's a history of type 2 diabetes. I've always carried more weight than I should. And my glucose levels had always been hovering at that pre-diabetic. My goal was to see if I can avoid becoming a diabetic after having been on the Awaken 180 program and getting the 20 pounds off. I am no longer pre-diabetic, and I am on a low dose high blood pressure medication. And in my last 2 physicals, my doctor has been sort of like, we may need to either cut back or we might even be able to at some point take me off. Awaken 180 is just one of those tools in my health toolkit. It's really easy.
Hey, it's Jeremy Birmingham from the Austin and Berm Show on 97.1 The Fan, and that's what this is really about. The numbers your doctor reads, not just the ones on the scale. Linda changed hers with Awaken 180 medication-free, and so did I. Yours could be next. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Experience the adrenaline of Barrett Jackson in Columbus, June 25th to 27th at the Ohio Expo Center and State Fairgrounds. See hundreds of no-reserve collector cars cross the auction block and sell to the highest bidder. Take in the lively exhibitor marketplace. Engage with interactive sponsor displays and enjoy a wide selection of food and drink options. It's an exciting, high-octane event for fans of all ages. Advance tickets on sale now for the world's greatest collector car auctions at Barrett-Jackson.com.
Just the thought of raising my arms or bending down to pick something up scares me because I know that pain comes with doing any of that. Unfortunately, my kids and friends have to suffer because I can't play with them like I want to. Hey, it's Tyvis, and I have good news for you. QC Kinetics have relieved me from my pain and suffering, and I feel like I am in my prime. You've heard me talk about Dr. Tesner and the team at QC Kinetics and how they helped me get rid of my knee and shoulder pain. No missing work, no surgeries, and no long recovery. And I love hearing from you, how we here at The Fan helped you turn those I can'ts to I can'ts and get back to living the best days of your life. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. Let's get rid of that pain starting now. The consultation is totally free to see if you're a good candidate. Offices in Dublin and Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
The lot is full and the deals are on.
Let's get it started. At Lindsay Honda, we're kicking off the summer by giving you cash for your clunker. $3,500 minimum guaranteed for qualifying trade. Trade up to a new 2026 CR-V LX all-wheel drive CVT. Now just $339 a month. Or just $259 for a new 2026 Civic LX CVT.
Let's get it started.
Cash for clunkers is back at Lindsay Honda. Visit lindsayhonda.com for details. The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state.
ONN affiliate WBNS-TV reports.
Haley Kirby reporting in downtown Toledo.
From the State House, Kevin Landers.
ONN Canton.
ONN affiliate WKYC-TV in Cleveland explains.
In Marietta, Brett Wharf, ONN News.
Emma Henderson in Genoa.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at ONNradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We have some sunshine for the morning hours with more clouds building in during the afternoon. Lower 80s for a high. Some scattered thunderstorms are possible after about 4 or 5 o'clock, mainly northwest of I-71. Thunderstorms are much more likely during the overnight hours. Some of those will be strong to severe with gusty winds and heavy rain. Upper 60s for a low. For tomorrow, partly cloudy and very breezy with highs in the lower 80s. For the Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan. Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
So last night in the World Cup, Lionel Messi, 3 goals, had a World Cup hat trick. Kind of a big deal, right?
Yep.
Lionel Messi has never had a hat trick prior in the World Cup prior to this yesterday. That was the first time that ever happened. And I saw that a couple Twitter accounts have pointed this out, that Lionel Messi in all his years playing in Europe never had a World Cup hat trick. But bring him over to Major League Soccer, where the competition is raised, where he's now sharpening his game.
There you go.
That's caused him to elevate.
He's been forged in the crucible now.
Well, he had to go up against such great teams as the Columbus Crew, and that's what's going on. There we go. That's a hot take for you. They've made him be good. That's what I'm going to say.
There you go. We built Lionel Messi.
Yeah, MLS did.
Yeah.
All those games against Minnesota United did it to him. That's right. I don't know if they've ever played. So this is the big news of the day for me. I heard Common Man and Timmy talking about it yesterday. I saw this on the news this morning.
I've been waiting for this to pop up the whole show.
This, for America's 250th birthday, a lot of restaurants are bringing back or coming up with things. I saw Burger King has like a cookie pie that is red, white, and blue with like sprinkles in it. Great. McDonald's, though, has decided we're going to take it back, not 250 years ago because they weren't around, but they're going to take it back to approximately 30 years ago, they're saying. McDonald's has announced they're bringing back the fried apple pies for the first time since 1992, which
it's a cause for celebration.
Dude, let me tell you right now, I remember these apple pies. And because you might say, well, they have apple pies at McDonald's.
That was going to be my question.
No,
what's the difference between the apple pie that they've been having and a fried apple pie?
Baked.
Oh,
so it's a baked apple pie.
Okay.
Have you ever had like a fried pie? Like when you go to Amish country?
I'm not a pie guy, so I'm ignorant.
They're like little handheld. What's funny is they're like white people empanadas is essentially what they are. They're little like half discs of dough. Yes. They're deep fried. Now they put frosting over them, but inside you have like various pie fillings, right? So you can have custard in there. You can have apple. You can have all kinds of cherry, whatever. But McDonald's made a version of that where it was just like a rectangle. And it was, if you looked at it, if you laid it down on its, underside and laid it down and looked at it lengthwise, you would see it was kind of dome shaped, like a half dome. That inside was just molten lava.
But they get you every time.
They would dip it in the fryer, so the outside would be bubbly and crispy. The inside would be molten lava. You could never eat it for like an hour after you ordered it, but they were delicious.
It says they haven't had them since 1992, but I swear we had them growing up.
I didn't think it was 92 either, because I know I've had one later than that, but I guess it's been a long time either way. They say that in England, they still, because they had a photo of one, and they said this photo was taken in London yesterday of a fried apple pie, because apparently London has them, or England has them, Mexico has them, a bunch of other countries still get them from McDonald's. They didn't stop making them. They stopped serving them in the U.S., and for the reason will shock you, was that in the 90s, everyone got on a health kick. And they said, we can't have cholesterol and fat. So anything that was deep fried was deemed to be bad. So McDonald's, again, the place who's known for their French fries and Big Macs, said, well, we don't want to seem unhealthy. Let's change the recipe of the apple pie. So they added a baked apple pie that now has, I'm not making this up, 10 more calories than the old one did, but it's not fried. So you get fewer of the fats.
They traded fried for more sugar or something like that.
Yes, something like that. So I'm telling you, I feel like 92 is not when this ended.
No.
Because I would have been 10. I know I had one of these when I was driving a car.
I distinctly remember that anytime we got fast food, if it was McDonald's, we'd have to get some apple pies. I mean, me and my siblings would be fighting over apple pies. Yeah. I remember burning my hand on them, burning my tongue on them.
Yes. You definitely had these then, because the ones you get now, I mean, they're warm, but I've never had one of the baked apple pies now that they serve. I've never had one that's like burned my mouth. Like, these things are a different level.
Yeah, it was terrible, but they tasted delicious.
Yes.
And we talked about it. One of my favorite fast food desserts was the Arby's turnovers, apple turnovers.
Those are
one of my dad's favorites.
They still have those. Oh yeah, Arby's. The apple. I think they also did like cherry, but I always went for the apple.
Yeah.
But Dylan, have you had an apple turnover from Arby's?
I have not.
Okay.
People trash Arby's because the sandwiches are suspicious, but Arby's has the best fast food mozzarella sticks. And those apple turnovers are solid.
You are spot on the mozzarella sticks. I totally agree. And by the way, that coating, that is that deep fryer, like bubbly coating that they have on there. That's more like what this apple. I don't want to gross you out with the mozzarella stick apple pie comparison, but like it's that kind of coating that's very crispy.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to. But I'm telling you, those Arby's mozzarella sticks, they're delicious.
They're actually good food. Or, I mean, it's mozzarella sticks, but they're like,
no.
They taste delicious.
That's one of those, if someone from Europe or from another part of the world was like, tell me what's good in America, like I would drive them to Arby's and say, now, the roast beef is the roast beef.
It is what you're getting.
Yeah. But you know what? Put some Arby's sauce on it and tell me that's not a good time.
The roast beef and cheddar, while you know it's not real food, still isn't that disgusting.
I don't know what's on the onion loaf that they're giving you. I don't know if those are onions.
I don't go to Arby's for real food.
No, that's fine. We have the meats. Asterisk. That's fine.
Don't ask where it comes from.
That's fine.
It's mostly real meat.
We have the meat products. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm just telling you, like, those are good. The McDonald's bringing back this fried apple pie is delicious. Trying to think of other good desserts that fast food places do. The Hershey pie at Burger King. I don't know why I said it that way. Burger King. I like their Hershey pie. That one's pretty good.
So I've never been a Burger King guy.
No?
I'm not a big fan of their burgers, not a big fan of their fries.
Ooh, you don't like the flame broiled. That's not your thing.
I'm a Wendy's burger guy.
That's
aside from the double quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. And then I'm a McDonald's breakfast guy. And then a vanilla shake from Chick-fil-A. That's probably my favorite fast food dessert.
That is a really good option there. Do they still does Chick-fil-A do like something with lemon and the ice cream too? Am I making that up? Like lemonade and
I think they've got a good lemonade.
The lemonade is good. Yeah, maybe I don't know what I'm combining there. I know that there's like do we count places like Sonic where it's just we'll make you like all these ice cream confections?
Makes bad food though.
Yeah,
bad food, great drinks.
The drinks are good.
Yeah.
Where do you feel about like their shakes?
So I've only ever had their like root beer floats. That was back in high school.
Okay.
It was like the best place to get a root beer float, and those were delicious.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the other good like dessert. You know what I just found out that Wendy's does, and it's a problem because, I mean, your boy likes to eat, but Wendy's has a deal where those giant cookies. They have giant cookies, like you get at a deli or something, right? Like a big baked chocolate chip cookie, or they also have sugar cookies. They're regularly like $1.99, but they have a deal on their app, and I don't know why this isn't talked about more, where you can get a bag of 5 of those for $5.
Too good of a deal.
And they're warm, and they're greasy, and they are delicious. And when you pull them apart, the chocolate is like gooey. And for $5, that's a problem. So I shouldn't be eating 5 of those, but I know I could house 5 of those, no questions asked, for $5. I wouldn't even blink at eating that.
I've never had a Wendy's chocolate chip cookie, but that reminds me that Chick-fil-A's chocolate chip cookies are very good. Potbelly's has the best chocolate chip cookie on the market.
I need to go to Potbelly's.
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. and it's always warm. Potbelly's is the best chocolate chip cookie out there.
An oatmeal chocolate chip cookie?
Better. Listen.
No, I'm saying right.
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookie is the move. They're always like a little chewier, a little gooier. If you're listening, go get you a Potbelly's chocolate chip cookie. Potbelly's, if you're listening, give me some money and cookies.
Robin in the chat. We're looking for ads. Go ahead. Robin in the chat said, please stop talking about food every day. We can't.
Robin, you got 300 pounders over here.
This is the show.
There's going to be some food talk.
This is the show.
By the way, you brought up chocolate chip cookies. Jersey Mike's, I feel like, has a pretty good chocolate chip cookie, but I'm mad at them because there's times that I'll take my daughter to Jersey Mike's and I'm like, we're not getting a cookie here or a brownie. We're going to get dessert at home. And for some reason, this kid is just so cute. A worker is always like, would you like a cookie, little girl? And I'm like, I'm trying to teach something here. and you're out here offering us free cookies. And I can't say no to free food at that point.
Oh, we've been trying. We had a similar problem where my kids, we're trying to teach them, like, we don't need to be consumers of everything. We don't need to get every single thing. Here's a budget. Here's how much you can spend. If you want to go get something, that's fine, but maybe save up for something quality versus just getting little trinkets. My parents took my kids to garage sales, yard sales. Which do you prefer when you say the term?
I mean, are they selling them out of a garage or off the yard?
Well, it's both, right? Because some of them, the garage is open, some of it's out in the yard. Either way, they were out to the rummage sales I've heard people use. Anyway, they went there, and my kids had like $5 or $10 to like spend. My youngest came home with a box full of junk. Because every place they went, she would pick it up and be like, this is $2. Can I buy it? And they'd be like, oh, honey, you can just have it. And then she walked home with all this free stuff, didn't spend any of her money. So now we had junk, and she's like, well, I didn't buy it. And I'm like, no, but they give the kids free stuff.
You got to play that game. You got to start taking her places that you want stuff.
That's right.
See if you can't use the cuteness to your advantage.
That's exactly right. Honey, let's go into the beer cooler and grab that 12-pack of Gingling. Let's see what happens. See what they do. Oh, look, I'm being arrested. Hey, we get a free ride in the squad car. That'll be fun. All right. I've got some audio of a member of the media who hates his co-host. You'll hear it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. The left lane is currently blocked on that 315 southbound ramp to 670 eastbound as you're just passing the Grandview Heights area. We are seeing backups now extending even passing King Avenue, Lane Avenue, even the exit over by Ackerman Road. So heads up there, a little bit slow moving on this Wednesday. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. If you've been thinking about an RV, now is the time at RCD RV. They've got over 850 RVs in stock. Motorhomes, fifth wheels, travel trailers from trusted brands like Cougar, Georgetown, Springdale, Forest River, and Salem. Trade values are sky high right now, and every RV purchase from RCD RV comes with a $500 ODNR gift card for your next Ohio State Park getaway. This limited time event ends June 27th, so don't wait. Visit RCD RV or shop now at rcdrv.com.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus. Find your dream ride and get approved fast at capitalfordofcolumbus.com. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheetz. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
A lot of McDonald's discussion now going on in the YouTube chat because, of course, we were talking about the new fry pies, the old fry pies that they're bringing back. The fry pies that apparently the rest of the world has had, but we didn't. And I don't understand why does it that McDonald's always does this, where they you will see ads. I've had friends who've traveled abroad, and they'll come back from like Spain, and they're like, "Oh yeah, do you know in Spain you can just get fries and they give you a cheese cup?"
They're trying to save us from ourselves.
Well, I guess
in Spain they might have a little bit more self-control. Some
more walkable cities.
Yeah, more walkable cities. In America, they know if they're selling fried apple pies, Michael Bennett's going to come buy 10 of them.
Exactly.
So they're trying to protect me.
That's exactly right. Well, me too. I guess that's what it is. But yeah, I feel like that's something that I know in Chicago, Joshua Perry has told us about this, but Joshua will be back tomorrow. Michael Bennett filling in for him today. But Joshua has told me that like in Chicago, they have that's where the hub is for McDonald's. And at their headquarters, they have a whole restaurant where you can go in and try all the international stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I'm willing, McDonald's, I'll cut you a break on my consulting fee. It'll be very reasonable for you. Let me help you out. Have a slice of your menu on that big menu board you have whenever I pull up to McDonald's. Just have a slice that says international flair or something like that. And it's like, this week, Holland. And then you take 2 or 3 menu items, or this month.
It can't be that hard, right?
No, just like then get it or do it for like 6 months. You have all these limited time things they do all the time, right? It's like now for a limited time we've got the Doja Cat box of I don't know Happy Meal thing you can get where it's like we collabed with Bad Bunny on it. Great, that's all good. Can we get like Holland has this special food item that we make for McDonald's? But then, like, it's here for the summer.
Yeah.
And then after the summer, in the fall, you have a different seasonal item from around the world, and we can just have a little international flair to our McDonald's. That's all I'm asking. Because then we could have had these fried pies.
Well, last break you asked what's the best fast food dessert item, and you brought up Wendy's cookies. How do you not bring up just the Frosty?
Oh, the Wendy's Frosty's great, too.
And then in the past year, they've had the Frosty Fusion. That's been a problem.
What is that? Those are big problems,
Like, originally they had like a Thin Mint one, which is just like that, and now they have like
we didn't talk about blizzards.
Well, see, blizzards are great, and these are more like a blizzard where they'll take the Frosty, they'll take either the vanilla or the chocolate, and then you can get it with caramel swirl and then little crunchy toffee bits or something,
or
and
like
that's
Oreo brownie.
Or Oreo brownies, another one where it's chocolate with the chocolate swirl and then Oreos on top, or you can get that in the vanilla. They got a whole they had one with Pop-Tarts. Remember that? Yeah. They had like a Pop-Tarts mix-in. Like a blizzard, but it was chopped up Pop-Tarts and strawberry sauce.
Getting creative to keep the people coming back.
Yeah, but again, McDonald's is saving us from ourselves. Meanwhile, we're chopping up Pop-Tarts at Wendy's and be like, I don't know, what do you want? We'll put it all in there. I don't care. Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, and they have the McFlurry. I mean, you can't miss with that.
Well, I don't think I've ever liked a McFlurry.
You can miss with it because every time you go to McDonald's and say, can I have a McFlurry? They're like, sorry, our ice cream machine doesn't work.
The one by my house on Sawmill Road, they've never told us no.
Really?
Yeah.
You just let the secret out, man.
It's always working.
Now
it's going to be broken.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You should have gatekeeped that one.
Well, see, now this is the other last thing on McDonald's. I'm really not trying to give them free pub, but I'm just bringing up. We've been talking about the World Cup, so they've done a thing, and they got me. Like I remember when I was a kid, '92 Olympics, the Dream Team. Okay, that was obviously Michael and Scotty and Magic and all these dudes, right? They had on the Dream Team. They had cups at McDonald's. And if you ordered a large drink, or I forget whatever size it was, that was what your drink came in. Maybe there was like $1 upcharge or something. That was it. Now at McDonald's, what they've done is they got me from the nostalgia point because now they have World Cup players on these like hard plastic cups, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
I like the collectibles. I like a plastic stadium cup. I'll maybe take one of those home. Mm-hmm. We have that for like, if I just want a big glass of water, I'll use one of those. You get like 32 ounces. They're bigger.
Yeah.
But now what they have at McDonald's is buy this meal and we'll give you the one of 9 collector's cups with a different player on it, right? So, of course, me being soccer boy, I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I got to eat at McDonald's every day.
But that's the thing is you have to buy a full meal to get it.
Yeah.
They give you the cup wrapped up in, you can't see what it is. One of the 9, so they have like David Beckham is one you can get. Lamine Yamal, who's this young star for Spain. He's awesome. Tons of other players. There's U.S. national teamers on it. Collect them all. One of the 9 that you can get is Grimace, which I feel like
the mascot,
like like Hamburglar Grimace, like from McDonald's, like the purple guy from McDonald's is one of the. So when you get this cup and you're like, I'm hoping to get a collectible cup of one of my favorite players. And you get just like the logo for the McDonald's. That's not what I want.
No.
That's BS.
That's a sneaky way. I bet it's like 80% grimace in those cups.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I bought a meal the other day. Like, let me see who I get. I got grimace.
Yeah,
I was so pissed off. I mean, I still got McDonald's, so I didn't care. It was good, but like, I was so mad about that. So just buyer beware. So this is from sticking on the soccer thing for a second. World Cup coverage. There's a guy named Zlatan Ibrahimovic who was on the coverage, and he is on there with Alexi Lalas. Now, Alexi Lalas brought this up about France. France did not play well in the first half of their game. Second half, they poured it on, got 3 goals. They looked awesome. But the first half, they kind of looked bad. There was a statement made about France being arrogant and playing kind of in a way that was a little bit too lax, too relaxed. They should have been playing harder in the first half of their game. This is what Alexi Lalas, you'll hear him first, and then you'll hear Zlatan Ibrahimovic kind of seem to critique him.
We can have that discussion, but the reality is that if they are arrogant, it's because they can do things like that. And the patience that they showed after a poor first half to come back and provide a masterful second half with the talent that they have and the big stars showing up, that's pretty special.
Well, it's not arrogance, it's confidence. Okay. Ignorant people will say it's arrogance. Intelligent people will say it's confidence.
That's a peak Zlatan moment.
Oh, with this arrogance. It's not arrogance.
They're sitting right next to each other.
Dude, they're seated right next to each other. And the third guy is just some other random soccer player named Thierry Henry, who's one of the greatest players of all time. His face, when this happens, his eyes get as big as dinner plates, and he's just like, okay, wow. Now, what I've learned, because I heard this, and I didn't know the context. Apparently, in the game, another American soccer player, Landon Donovan, who was calling the game, he said at halftime, France is playing arrogantly. So this seemed initially, when I saw this, like it was an Alexi Lalas critique. It actually was a shot at Landon Donovan, apparently. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan's not, that's what you get when you bring Zlatan on. Like, he's not mincing words with you. He's going to tell you what it is. And frankly, I think what he said was right. Like, to call France arrogant, arrogance, in my mind, implies that they don't have a leg to stand on with it. France is the superpower in this tournament. Like, they probably have 6 or 7 of the best attacking forwards in the game at any given time on the field. Their midfield is crazy, their back line is crazy. And so to say that they're being arrogant is bold because they've earned that confidence. They went toe to toe with Argentina, had an incredible World Cup last World Cup. They've been just superpowers, and Zlatan is maybe one of the most, either arrogant / confident people you'll ever meet or hear or listen to. But he's obviously going to believe that if you have the talent to back it up, it's not arrogance. Doesn't matter what you do. It's just confidence in your abilities.
Yeah.
So I do think, I think it's funny that you would call your coworker ignorant right to their face. But from Zlatan's perspective, he's listening to 2 Americans who haven't been at that level, trying to critique some of the best footballers in the entire world.
Yeah, it's Zlatan Ibrahimovic. For those who don't know, he was once quoted. I mean, he has a million of these quotes,
it's incredible. Yeah.
He has a quote, though, where he was asked, who's going to get through to the next round when he was a player, and he played for Sweden national team. He was asked, do you think, your team will get through to the next round? And he said, only God knows who will go through. The reporter replied and said, well, it's hard to talk to God. And Zlatan says, you are talking to him. This is who this guy is. He's not short of arrogance or confidence.
I don't know if people remember, but when he went to the LA Galaxy, and the first day, took out a full page ad in the LA Times or whatever it was, and all it said was, you're welcome.
You're welcome that I'm here.
Yes.
I've done nothing yet. You're welcome that you get to watch me.
And then he was absolutely incredible with the Galaxy. So the guy is somebody who's just, peak confidence, peak arrogance, but literally at every turn would back it up.
I enjoy that he does not enjoy all the guys he's on the air with. He's just openly whatever. Yeah. I'll tell you if I don't like you.
Yeah.
By the way, if your windows are just not getting the job done, you'll know it because your air conditioner could be running all the time. That would mean it's not turning off. That means you're wasting money on your energy bills because that air is getting out through your old drafty windows. And it's not going to get any better as the temperatures go up this summer. But the pros at Window Nation, they can help. This is a great time to replace your windows because Window Nation's got their buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale going on now. Replace all the windows in your home and you could get half of them for free. Plus, you could get 0 down payment and no payments or interest for 2 whole years. So how about that? Get your windows fixed now and you can pay on them later with Window Nation. Plus, they've got one of the best ratings in the Better Business Bureau, an A+ rating from them, 50-point inspection on every window before it leaves the factory. But that sale's going to end soon, so make sure you get an advantage of it right now. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale from Window Nation. Just go to windownation.com. Once again, that's windownation.com. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free, only from Window Nation. We'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
That's the sound of Ellie De La Cruz stealing third. That's the sound of you stealing third. Right now at UDF, buy any 2 bottled beverages and get the third one free. Any bottle, any flavor, anything you're thirsty for. Soda, energy, coffee, and more. Buy 2 bottled drinks, get the third free with Ellie Steals Third. Now at United Dairy Farmers. Some restrictions may apply.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Common Man and Timmy here for Hollywood Casino Columbus. Oh, Common Man, we got lots of exciting things this month.
That's right, like the grand opening of the new hotel so you can stay and play.
Plus, we got lots of great entertainment lined up now through October. We got the Hollywood Tribute Band concert series from the timeless magic of the Beatles to the fire and swagger of Johnny Cash.
And don't forget about the $250,000 Sweet Spins drawings on Saturdays through June. You can win $250K cash or a 2-night package at the new hotel.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There are many reasons to hire Morgan & Morgan for your injury case. Here's reason 17. In today's new world, many law firms have had money injected into their firms by Wall Street, private equity, and other lenders. This money usually comes in at very, very high interest rates. It's one of the reasons you see so many lawyers advertising. I'm John Morgan. This money is expensive and the interest compounds quickly. These law firms can have a huge need for cash just to pay that debt. Why does it matter to you? My fear is your case is settled early and for far less than it's worth, just to service the loan that has mafia-like rates. Our financial strength is your advantage. That plus our reputation makes our firm your firm. Visit forthepeople.com to see our results and verdicts. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on new 2026 Tucsons. Only at Great Lakes, Columbus, or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com. With approved A1 credit. 30K finance only. Plus qualified trade. N76.
Common Man and Timmy has been voted the dumbest show in America.
What size pant are you in?
That's a Puma pants, and you know that it's wrong.
It's a 38.
Here's a comment from a real listener. I just started listening to the stupid show. It's minimal sports discussion with large amounts of absolute nonsense.
Why don't you just put on a sundress and sashay around the town square?
Common Man and Timmy reaching new heights of stupid. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on The Fan, Ohio's nonsense destination.
3 decades, one family, and a simple promise to deliver a white glove customer experience every single time. Newman Roofing, locally owned, family operated, and proud to have earned 1,200 5-star reviews from families just like you. Call Newman Roofing today, 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit newmanroofing.com.
Experience the adrenaline of Barrett-Jackson in Columbus, June 25th to 27th at the Ohio Expo Center and State Fairgrounds. See hundreds of no-reserve collector cars cross the auction block and sell to the highest bidder. Take in the lively exhibitor marketplace. Engage with interactive sponsor displays and enjoy a wide selection of food and drink options. It's an exciting, high-octane event for fans of all ages. Advance tickets on sale now for the world's greatest collector car auction. promotions at Barrett-Jackson.com.
Dip it, dunk it, smother it. It's queso gone wild at Hothead Burritos. Try our new loaded potatoes covered in queso and topped off with hardwood smoked bacon, burritos, bowls, nachos, and more. Hothead Burritos. Get up and get you some queso.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. T-Bone would like to take a second to remind everyone that Eddie George is awesome and that Ronnie James Dio was an American treasure. And that pickles are gross. Thank you. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Michael Bennett's been joining us today. It's all national champions filling in when Tyvis is gone. Dave Biddle was a national champion, I'm sure, at something yesterday, but then Joshua Perry's been filling in. Now we've got another champion of life, Bo Bishop, joining us now. Good morning, Bo.
You don't like pickles?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate them.
Really?
I've been anti-pickle for a very long time.
How does that start? Did someone force you to eat it when you were a kid? Like,
no,
how do you not like pickles?
I've tried them multiple. I've never liked them as toppings, right? Like sliced pickles on a sandwich never was a thing. And I thought, well, maybe I just need to try the real. And so I got like an actual pickle spear. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture.
Have you tried like different types?
I have tried the butter. What is that?
Bread and butter?
Bread and butter.
That's what got me into them.
I can't.
Bread and butter.
I can't do it.
What about the gherkins? Is that what they're called?
Is that the little ones?
Yeah, those are the little guys. I'm going to tell you right now, this is crazy, but I actually enjoy a pickle margarita.
That's insane.
Oh, you're doing the drinks?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't.
Oh, it's a delight.
We used to have to drink pickle juice in high school for hydration. Couldn't do it. I'd almost throw up every single time.
Did you really?
I couldn't do it.
You're not a pickle guy either?
I'm not a pickle. I like bread and butter pickles on sandwiches. I've actually I go to enough Jewish delis that I like a pickle, like a slice of a pickle spear.
Okay.
But growing up, could not stand pickles.
Huh.
But I know they're good for you. They're great for gut health.
I've heard they're excellent for that stuff. No, I see the people online who
margarita
drink the pickle juice.
Delight, Mike.
See, what is in a pickle margarita, Bo? I'm curious about
tequila, pickle juice, and then I go either celery salt or a little bit of tagine. The tagine, I think.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
about.
Tahine.
I think it's tahine, maybe. However you say.
Well, there's
that one. So you get a little bit of spice. It's a delight.
What is it usually in margaritas? Like tequila and lemonade,
lime and Cointreau.
Yeah, dude. I can't imagine what that tastes like.
Well, like a pickle.
I see, but again, I don't like the.
So if you're not going to like that, it's
don't like the texture.
Barrier of entry is.
No, I'll tell you. You know what it is.
Probably take
the only time I'll tolerate a pickle, Bo, and this is real. I've been to a few burger places where they're like, what we put on our burgers is pickles and onions, and that's it, and then like cheese.
Yeah, that's solid.
And if it's like a really great burger spot where they're like, this is how we serve our burgers, we don't. There was a place I went to called Bad Luck Burger Club down in Nashville. And their whole thing is like, if you want it other than that, you're going to have to wait like 20 minutes for us to make it because we don't make them like that.
Yeah.
This is how we make them. We have them ready to go for you. We will serve you this. So I said, fine, I'll do it. And it was tolerable.
Okay.
But or Milo's, who makes the iced tea.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the South, they are a burger joint. They have pickles, onions, and barbecue sauce is what they put on their burgers.
Okay.
That's not bad. But
a good fried chicken sandwich needs some pickles on it too.
Yeah, for sure. Like a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Yeah, I get them. I flick them off of there, or I ask them not to. Now the pickle remnant, the flavoring remains. I know they brine it in pickle juice.
They do, yeah.
But I have tried fried pickles. I've tried all.
You don't like fried pickles?
No, I can't. I cannot get past the taste.
So, yeah, that's
interesting.
I'm sorry. I wish I did.
It's all subjective. I'm not coming at you. I'm happy for it. It's fine.
You know what it is though? It's a snack that I wish I could eat because look at me. This would be like if I could snack on pickles, it's probably better than snacking on potato chips. I
think that's a fact. That would be fact.
I wish we had that.
Anything fermented, just get you some kimchi or something.
Now I need to try. I've never tried kimchi. I'll do the pickled onions, like you go and get them on like tacos and stuff. I'm cool with that, or on a sandwich. I can do pickled onions.
If you don't like pickles, you're probably not going to like kimchi. But kimchi is supposed to be really good for you too.
Probably not.
It is. Yeah, we always have that stuff around. Yeah.
Bo, I'm curious. You have 3 youngins who are all getting older. They all love sports. It's summer and they're busy, I know, but the World Cup is upon us. Are they partaking at all in any of the World Cup watching?
Do you remember do you ever see the 90s film New Jack City? Are you familiar with that?
I have to say, I'm not that familiar.
You're not?
With it. No,
Oh, wow.
I'm sad I'm not.
Oh, you're not going to get the reference.
That's with Wesley, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They're basically Chris Rock trying to act like he's making the crack, but then actually taking it in. I couldn't believe it. I was really dubious because there was no real build up for them to it, if they were into it or not. They weren't really that excited about it. And then Team USA put on probably the coolest Team USA performance I've ever seen.
I'd agree with that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was the coolest one I've ever seen. And that got them hooked. And it has been on omnipresent in the house. Like, they're not sitting down and watching all games, but anytime that they're inside, it's on as like background noise.
That's awesome.
So yesterday, I watched apparently there's this little diminutive dude from Argentina who's really good.
Number 10? Number 10?
Quite talented, and he's an MLS guy somehow.
Yeah,
remarkable how he plays.
Homegrown
here stateside. He's a homegrown guy, I guess, something like that. So like he was an attention getter last night. But
if he hadn't wasted his career in Spain, he might have really done something. You know?
Well, can you imagine if he actually played at a big club?
Gone straight to MLS would have been awesome.
Jeez, no, but they were all into it. I don't knowingly reward for good grades, but if they do exemplary, then I will surprise them with stuff. And so they did well. Got their grades last week, and so I said, well, I'll get you something cool. And they all wanted World Cup stuff. So
that's awesome.
That.
I love hearing that the next generation's really getting into soccer.
Well, it's the FIFA game, man.
See, that's what got me into it.
That's how Michael Bennett got into it.
So they're playing. Are they playing FIFA?
I did. Me too. Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, keep an eye out, man. That's a rage creator. Do they?
It is. Yeah. So, Mike, you wouldn't know this, but I used to do this thing with them. This was 2 or 3 years ago. I used to always play with Madrid, and I would say you have to earn the right to play Madrid at the Bernabeu.
I love it.
So
yeah,
I would say I would play with one of them always plays with Munich, the other one plays with City, and the other one plays with PSG. And so, yeah, we really go for the lower level clubs. And I said, I would play Beamsy. I would say you got to beat Dortmund before you have the right to play Madrid, and then you can play him in Munich, but you don't get to play him at the Bernabeu.
That's
do the same thing.
Look at that.
So he would be with City. I'm like, that's fine. You can try to beat Arsenal. I'll play with Arsenal if you want, but if you got to beat them, and then you got to host Madrid before you get to play at the Bernabeu. So I did this whole thing with them. So you want to talk about rage bait?
Yeah,
that's it.
How many times have they gotten to play Real at the Bernabeu?
Once. Just once. Just one time. It was too big for him.
The lights were too bright.
Lights were too bright. I mean, you hear that a la Madrid, and they just quivered, just like little puddles.
That's amazing.
Just puddles. Now, to be fair, they've been playing it nonstop, and I don't know. I'm an adult and I have jobs, so I can't. I'm not going to play them now at the Bernabeu. I'm sure they would crush me. So I'm smart enough to know when to get out. So I'm out of it now. But a couple years ago, that was it. So I played once.
I've not been smart enough to know when to get out. I wasn't going. I didn't buy FIFA 25. I bought FIFA 26 and then didn't play it for 6 months because it literally is the only video game that just fills me with unbridled fury. And so for my own health, I can't play it that often. But I recently got back into it, got up to Division 1 in seasons, and then promptly got just booted. So I still have some talent, but I can't keep up with these kids. That game is so fast now.
No, it is. And they have on the 26th one, they have it's called the World's Game because they don't have rights to FIFA because apparently FIFA is just
it's not FIFA.
They made their own. I think they're making their own.
It's on Netflix. Have you seen this nonsense? It's a joke.
Yes.
I mean, FIFA's one of the most corrupt organizations in the world.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Them or the IOC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Take your pick. But so I'm 3 hours of soccer talk, Bo. What do you?
That's all I'm doing, baby.
Okay,
I'm going to talk about this little guy I saw from Argentina. He seems really good.
Seems talented.
Really good.
Check out the tall blonde Viking guy from Norway. He's also pretty good.
Oh, who's your top picks to win this World Cup?
It's hard to. I mean, after watching Argentina last night, I
didn't have them as a contender.
I always loved the Germans. I have German heritage, so I always root for.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
They're doing all right. They like a 7-1 score, the Germans do at the World Cup.
Yeah, they do. It worked out well in 14.
They're ruthless.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, Bo Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on The Fan. Thank you, Bo.
See you, boys.
shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
So Floyd Mayweather, he is in some hot water yet again. Just last month, Mayweather made headlines because he had a legal matter where he had to pay $1 million in back child support to an exotic dancer. He previously had a relationship. Now he's in some other trouble. Yeah. Court records obtained by ESPN, Floyd Mayweather is facing charges stemming from a $200,000 watch purchase at Gold and Beyond. I believe this is in Las Vegas, where he purchased an AP, an Audemars Piguet? I'm sorry.
It's just an AP, Bo.
All right, AP. It's fine. Whatever. Just an AP. I love their news. Anyway, he bought this with a bad check, and apparently it bounced, and now he's Floyd. How are you writing bad checks?
He perplexes me because what has he made? Like almost $1 billion in earnings?
Wasn't that why
he's continuously get in trouble for money?
He's done all these basically debasing himself fights that he's done with his career was to make all this extra money, and then you have something like that happen.
His fights were getting like 200 to 300 million a shot for him. So I don't understand because all of his problems right now are he's not paying people,
which is not a great. Right. And that makes you wonder, is the money gone?
Yeah.
Or is it, who knows?
Or is he just has something in him that doesn't want to pay people?
I don't know. Michael Bennett, thank you for joining us today.
Hey,
appreciate it. We'll do it again soon, all right?
Definitely.
Joshua Perry back tomorrow. Bishop and Friends is next. It's T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
In southwest Columbus, the left lane is currently blocked on 270 eastbound as you're passing places like Grove City and even by that 71 split out there. Also a heads up for our east side drivers. We are seeing some slowdowns on 70 westbound. 2 spots too. Outside of Reynoldsburg, 70 at Bryce Road, as well as that 70 and 33 intersection. A lot of people heading downtown right now. I'm 10 TV's Brianna Albizu with your fan traffic. Have a great day.
Hey.